And I think this is the second time I've ever seen Kamchatka vetoed. And I think the first time I saw it vetoed was by Tit, who has vetoed it again, by the looks of it there. He does not want to play on what is actually the most standard map in the pool, except perhaps for Florida. But that's a water map, and I don't think he'll be wanting to veto that, because I have a feeling that Tit would like to play on water, and he's got all 3 water maps, and will actually be beginning with Baja, California, which is a water map. And indeed, if you veto Florida, you rarely ever get to it, because it is the final game in the series, so you have to be pretty confident that you can make it all the way to the end if you want to be vetoing that.
Yeah,
but,
I'm actually curious about them starting on Baja. I'm guessing Tit had the later veto, so maybe, depending on how late in the week he vetoed it, he could have been like practicing without Snow knowing what map was going to be first.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. But he's vetoed Kamchatka, and that, as I said, is a very standard map. So I think Tit looking to throw Snow off a little bit. Tit is a bit of a water guy. Sometimes he certainly dabbles. He's no Kanisi, but I think he's got those sort of tricks up his sleeve, and we'll be starting on Baja, California, which should be quite a lot of fun. Let's take a look at the Civ dance then. Snow on Germany is greened in versus Tit on Russia. It now depends on whether Tit will actually want to take this matchup. He does. He's greened in. We will be playing Germany versus Russia on Baja, California. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 1 in a best-of-7 series between, as I said, Tit and Snow, a.k.a. Akin, something like that, and Koenig Eric, if you go by their other names that they used to use. But yes, this is game number 1, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this goes. Snow is one of the stronger players. He had an exceptional series versus Lord Raphael in the previous game he played, which was also a qualification 1. They both met each other in the upper bracket, and Snow was eliminated into the lower bracket, so now needs to qualify here if he wants to be coming to the LAN. Here he is in the right-hand side of the map in the color green, playing as the Germany. It is a 200 wood start, and that Explorer is going to rush out and build a trading post. Let's see where it goes. Not the middle today. He's not going to risk that. Instead, going to go straight to the top of the map and get a nice safe TP.
Yeah, so wood start. So that's, if you listen to Sampu, German is the best Civ with a wood start, and this should be a good beginning to the game for German.
Yeah.
And he's, like you said, building the trade post up top because he assumes that there's going to be a blockhouse right in the middle later on, so doesn't want to lose his TP early for pretty much for free.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Get that in a nice, safe position. You do miss the first pass, though, or you won't be getting it, rather, until a bit later on. 60 food does go to Tit. He comes across a stray Dogi. He's off to a nice treasure start there. His opponent's delayed a little bit, having to walk all that way. But Tit, don't write him off. Here he is, in the left-hand side of the map, in the color blue. I said in the news post that I wrote that Tit is on form currently, and I think he's got some childhood aspirations going here. I think he really wants to be competing in a LAN. That, for him, would be a big deal, and I think he stands a good shot. He's done very well this tournament. He's had some really quite exceptional games, particularly against IAmTurk, who I'd like to inform everyone. Turk actually beat Prince of Kabul, I think, in the round of 32. And Prince of Kabul just qualified yesterday. So if this guy can beat someone who qualified, or beat someone who qualified, then perhaps he stands a shot too. I think Tit on form, and he's going into this with a really, really good attitude. 80 wood treasure. And 150 coin. Big treasures.
And Tit already does have a market. He doesn't have the wood right now, but with the shipment, he'll be able to get a pretty early hunting dogs because of the 200 wood start. So they both got something off the 200 wood start.
Yeah. And both explorers will find each other, but the German explorer has more health, so it is on Russia to get away there. Tit not going to stand around. Will take a few shots as he retreats, but he will get away from that. Every time the green explorer shoots, he gets a bit further away. Distributivism coming in. Nothing unusual here. No 300 wood or something quite peculiar. And 2 settler wagons. Both players getting their shipments pretty much at the same time, despite the green trading post. And that is the advantage of having that first pass if you go for the middle there, but obviously wants the safer TP.
I'm gonna point out a few things about this map. In like a matchup like this, German doesn't have a ton of food. Well, at least herdable food. They're gonna have this hunt. Like, other than that, I mean, he could start herding maybe this one, but if he doesn't go straight to age 3 or fight a lot in age 2, it's gonna be hard to secure hunts. So
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at this map, and it kind of looks better for Germany than it does for Russia. There's not as much food, but that's not going to matter quite so much for Russia. A lot of his food's further down his map, right? It's sort of all clustered at the bottom rather than around his TC.
Yeah, actually. Not the best spawn.
No.
This is kind of like mirroring like these two. German has like 2 in front of his base. Yeah, I don't know what to say. What's what's going on here? Okay.
Trading post. Looks like he almost didn't build it. But he's going to go for a second trading post. Not in the middle, though. So, again, safe. 3 villagers coming forward from Tit. And they're going to be placing down a forward aggro fort. Not an aggro fort. A blockhouse. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine them building an aggro fort?
Well, when they put the second one there, it's almost like the same situation. You can't really push into it.
Yeah.
But So we'll mark it for Snow. He's going to get placer mines, so it looks like he's going to probably make some cavalry rather than throwing down a barracks, which is actually, I think they're both viable in this matchup. You can either throw down a barracks as German or a stable. But to me, it's looking like he's going to make a stable.
We'll see what he puts down. He is now up to the next stage. 400 woods coming down, so let's see what it is. A stable does come out, starting to bring those hunts in. He's got 2 herds under his base here, which is pretty good.
Oh,
but,
this is smart. I like that.
Ah, yeah. What's that? It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 wood, that wall. Plus the villager seconds, of course, but is going to block anything raiding. 5 Cossacks do come out. Thank you very much, Silence Lull, for the subscription. More AoE3, please. Well, I'm afraid this is the last qualification series, but we will still be doing our best of 9 show matches every Sunday. Is that... Oh, the stable does go up, but he is going to lose a villager. Nice start from Tit. 5 Cossacks coming in. Those musketeers, they don't attack.
He's going for
the
more
ones just yet. He's going for a settler wagon.
This is pretty nice so far for Tit, I think.
Yeah. Both those ones.
He's gonna escape with Explorer too. That's nice. Shot right there.
62 HP. But now he's chasing that Ulan across the map with 4 Cossacks, which seems like he's losing a lot of raiding time, something like that. But if he can get it, that will be nice. It's now coming into his base here.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering what the follow-ups were going to be, and there's the 8 Expo shipment.
There it is.
Second blockhouse before 700 wood. Now. But it's not going to get too aggressive. He's just going to try to take the TPs out.
That's fair. That's just play it safe. Look at this, though. Doc already coming down from Tit.
Wow, okay.
So he is intending to play on the water here. And he's just playing really safe, right? Like, both of these chokes now have been closed up. It's not hard to do on this map. Just close them off.
Oh.
And a second dock there, but it's going to be scouted.
Ooh, does it? Owens have a really small line of sight. I don't think they caught it.
And not getting any villagers either. Really nice control from Tit, actually, today. He's not lost a single villager here. Is he going to? First one? No. Does not go down. And more walls going up. Just gonna have complete safety and security.
He's gonna really just funnel everything towards the
nice
middle.
catch as well.
Yeah. And actually, I'm surprised Snow sent 400 wood after the Expo. I thought he was maybe just going to send the Expo to defend while he sends 700 coin and ages up. But see, I think this is almost a situation where he's like, he can be stuck in the middle, not like going full age 2 and not going straight to age 3. Well, I guess he does have a decent amount of hunt over here, but to secure it might be a problem.
Yeah. Third blockhouse going down in the middle of the map now, though, Soldier. And Tits, just an early aggression with that 5 Cossack. He killed a villager, which was a nice start, got a lot of idle time, and then just completely slows up behind it. Goes to siege down the trading post. He's gotten one of them, but follows up with 700 wood, drops a couple of docks, and now schooners as well for the really cheap fishing boats. He's not, just starting with a little bit of aggression, and then dropping back. Third blockhouse in the middle of the mouse without wood.
Third blockhouse, yeah.
And he controls the whole map. Look, he's blocked off all the passages, and in the middle he just has like complete control here with these 3 blockhouses.
It is really fortunate that Snow has those like 2 next hunts over there on the left side of the space. And he's got a couple more gold mines, but like there is definitely a timing where he's gonna have to push out before like all his resources run out.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Russia's eco is just going to be going insane. Like, their eco is really good in the first place without docks, but with 2 docks with schooners, like, they really accelerate their eco. And
but Germany
he's going to try to, for sure. But Russia's going to try to get to a point where they can just mass and not even have to like micro really, just spam units.
Oh dear! Does pick up a Vil with his Uhlans though, but it is kind of low HP. He's going to kill that off with his Vils. Let's take a look at units lost. 1 villager each now. Here comes 3 more Uhlans. And despite blocking up all of the passages, he's going to get another villager kill here, unless he can get there and build a gate or something, but it's so far away. 2 villagers, so Germany, pretty good. Uhlan raids always coming in strong. But they are going to be met by the Musketeers. Picks one of them off. That's pretty nice for him. But Germany is now up to the Fortress Age. And we'll soon be seeing Germany push out here. I suppose the question is, can Russia hold the pressure? They're going for this very big economy-style fishing boats.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be... The big decision is how is Tit going to respond to German age 3? Is he going to stay age 2 and try to fight, or is he going to try to age up himself? And at this point, it doesn't look like he's macroing for aging, and he's throwing down a stable. So I'm thinking he's going just pure age 2. This game will probably end in age 2 for Russia, either with a win or a loss.
Hot damn. So, but I'm really interested to see what he does. Like you're saying, Fortress a second dock on this side. And Uhlan does scout it, and he might get that villager now unless a boat quickly comes over. Yeah, that boat is going to pick up the Vil. Is it going to get inside? Oh, doesn't look like it.
Oh, the boat garrisoned.
Oh well, loses a villager there. Looks like he is going to stay colonial. But Russia, they don't usually like their opponent getting up to the Fortress Age for free, and Russia really tries to do a lot to stop that. Russia prefer keeping the game in the colonial age for as long as possible, but here is just let Germany go straight up. But what he has gotten is a big eco, so will that make up for it? That is the question. Now coming forward with lots of Musks, but Skirm's starting to appear now. And Skirms, they have a pretty good time against the Musks. One of the blockhouses go down. And yeah, not going to be able to keep up with that. Just going to retreat to the safety of his blockhouses. 4 Cossacks does arrive, and he is training Cossacks. Has quite a lot of them in the back. That is the answer to the skirmishes.
There's a lot of anti-cav here for German. 4 Dops can really do a lot to Cossacks, and then 5 4 wagons. Though that one does get cut and lose half HP.
A lot of Musks going down. Man, he's really bleeding them out. But he's just going to get stuck in with the Cossacks here. But the Dops and war wagons, there's a lot of them. And this is looking kind of difficult for Tit. The question is, can he just brute force it with his powerful economy?
I think he's okay. He doesn't need to win fights. He needs to trade until and this next mine's out. And then he just, if he can hold
Yeah. Killing some of those skirms. And the crossbows are still mixed in, which is a bit awkward. But he does have the benefit of these 2 blockhouses going for him.
Yeah.
Minutemen being called, though. This looks like a big moment for Snow. Look at the musks dwindle away there. There's hardly any left.
Yeah. I think he'd have more units, like, with this economy. I guess he's going really Cossack heavy, which Frigate. I don't think it's a...
Snow not going to let him fish forever for free. Frigate does come out to start attacking these fishing boats. And he's not in the Fortress Age. It's not like he can ship a frigate of his own. Boyar's coming in. And starting to switch into Strelets now. Strelet, Cossack. Yeah, the fishing boat's having to go back into the dock and retreat. And the only thing he can respond to that with is caravels. But here comes forwards. Lots of Uhlans.
A lot of war wagons there.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to get stuck in. And it looks like just Snow is kiting him all day long.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the frigate.
It's like I said, this mine, he's got about 2,000 coin to push this base, and I think he's going to be able to hold that. Where would Snow go for gold?
Yeah, it's true. He has to come out into the open. All the gold mines are up on the top of the map. 5 dops do come out.
Oh, that's really helpful. Because usually Cossack, just a massive Cossack, is like the hardest thing for deal with when they have the age advantage, but those dops are really going to help.
And now he's coming forward. The blockhouses have been broken. He's trying to put up new ones a bit further out, but Tits, it's not gone too well for him. It just looked like the musketeers, they just couldn't handle the skirmishes. And he could never get fully stuck in up due to so many war wagons and the accompanying dops. He's lost his middle ground now, and I don't think he's going to get these 2 blockhouses up either. Snow is on top of him, and all this time there is a frigate harassing his fishing. He does train 2 caravels, and they are chasing the frigate away. But that's a lot of resources that he's had to commit to the ocean whilst the land pressure is going on. That's not a shipment, those caravels. He's had to train them, and they are expensive.
No.
Batch of 5 Cossacks. Gonna get annihilated by those war wagons. Oh my god! Oh. It's like he only trained 2, but paid for 5. And now the stable
buildings right now. He has some resources. He just needs like military buildings to train units.
Yeah. Stable does go down. And
this
Germany...
is not looking good.
No, it's not. Germany is exactly where they want to be. The Fortress Age, Skirmgoon, well, war wagon. And even has some dops in there.
It's a really good unit composition.
What?
Oh, he might be getting stuck here. If 20 Strelets pop out, this could be a close fight.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of skirmishers.
Boyar's is in, remember. The Strelets and the Cossacks are basically veteran. Sort of.
This should be an interesting fight here. I think German still has a big advantage in it, but lowering an amount of skirmishers is...
There's not too many skirms left.
Yeah. But
it's not like those Cossacks can get too close. They're very well defended by a lot of anti-cav. And now Snow pushing again on the water. He shipped 2 Vels of his own. And the frigate survived with a little bit of HP. He did manage to save one of his own caravels, but the other one looks like it has gone down. And the frigate's still really harassing him, which is frustrating. But for the time being, he's okay in base, but he is pushed onto berries here. Mind you, he's got the other whole ocean gathering food.
It looks like Tit might be trying to age. He's got the resources too. I think he's going to, yeah, he should be right now. Yep.
Alright. Gonna try and get to the Fortress Age here. And Snow's backing up. He's giving him some breathing room.
Yeah. Well, but it's funny because, like, if these Cossacks were to get onto this gold mine, that'd be really, like, while Snow was pushing, that actually might happen. He's gonna be able to cut through here. Okay. That
Okay.
could be dangerous if Tit could just like attack where Snow is not at and kill a bunch of villagers. That'd be a really big into maybe having an advantage.
He knows where he is though, because the wall is giving him information.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
He's up to fortress, but gonna lose some units and villages here. There is a gate, he can get them through, but he doesn't really want to be fighting yet. Not whilst he's just aged. He's waiting for the upgrades. Gonna sack off those vills by the looks of it and just get the army out of there.
Oh man, this positioning of these units. Some more running bills.
On the other side. That's really awkward.
That's really like
18 villages and 8 boats have gone down now. And that economic lead that he worked, that he, sacrificed, basically letting his opponent go up to the next stage for free for, has now been brought back down. And it is about even again, especially after these 2 vills go down. This is looking pretty good for Snow.
Yeah, it's looking really good. And Tit is trying to do what I was saying earlier by just like moving his units where Snow is not, but he's picking the wrong spot right now. He's thinking that Snow's probably on a mine here, but that one's already out, and he's almost finishing the one in the middle, actually. Ooh, this could be a nice catch if you can get these like 8, 9 Olin right here with his cav archers and muskets.
He gets a couple of them.
Yeah,
But now
I mean,
Snow
he's like Tit is still ahead in eco. Like, he just needs units and upgraded units and. Really.
Yeah, he's gonna catch these all on though. This is a nice pickup for him.
Yeah, but with these guys not here, if Snow can force an engagement, it's pretty much cleanup.
Yeah, he does not want to be taking that fight without the units nearby. And the Olans are going to keep him there. And the Dops now coming
units, in. Those 20 H3 Cossack with Boyars.
Yeah, there they are. And the Dop's just getting stuck in. He just needs more melee units to keep the snare. And he's done a lot of damage here. Although, having said that, all the Dops, or most of them, are gone down now. And his cav are quite close. There's a lot of war wagons still, but maybe they can swing it. Now coming in. And some cav archers behind as well.
That's a lot of war wagons.
That is a lot of war wagons. I'm not sure if the Cossacks will be... This can't be good for Russia.
If he has 10 more Cossacks on the way, it could be good, but I think there's just...
An arsonist's coming in from the saloon.
Are those good?
2 falconets. They're grenadiers. They're not good.
Ouch.
They look good. That's all they do. That's all they do.
Really well for Russia.
This has gone a lot better for Russia than I expected it to. I'm not sure why he's training arsonists. It seems like a waste of gold. He is trying to focus down the cannons, though. And whilst he's doing that, the skirms, or the strelets rather, are able to take down... There's a lot of low HP war wagon there.
Oh no, did he just throw this game?
The score is...
I think he just threw this game.
What is going on? The score's back to being reasonably even. I'm impressed.
If Tit has the knowledge that this left, and there's a chance that he does know that, then there could be like potential for a really big raid. It's that okay, Black Riders are here
from Germany.
So that's one skirmisher to like complete ranged cavalry composition. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting.
I wonder why he trained arsonists. Oh, it's the only Age 3 merc he has. The little Bombard is an Age 4 merc. And he's out of food, so maybe that's why he's training such coin-heavy units. Is that the TC could be denied here, though?
Yeah,
that's awkward. Yeah, the Explorer going to go down there.
But like 30 strelets, if he could get them out, would be really good here. I don't know why he's going in. Maybe he's shipping 20 to the blockhouse right now, and that's why he's going in. I'm sure that's what's happening, actually.
That has to be. And also to save the TC. But it looks like... it's just a batch of 10. but where are they going? They're rallied in the... There's 20 in queue right now, and there's 2 blockhouses right here, although one is just... He's backing up, but... Snow has the much stronger military there, but I suppose they don't really want to fight their counter, even if they would win. But he does save the TC, which is nice. He's going to have to wait for the Explorer to heal before he can start building it.
That should be a nice catch. Oh, actually, the Cossacks are running away. They're going to probably go to that mine now, I think.
Yeah, there's no... That coin just got gobbled up. And... Damn.
Holy... Wow.
He's chomping through those. Chewing through those mines really, really fast.
This is so weird. Oh, he gets a Vil. But these Cossacks, the Olans are going to get them real quick. Yeah. These Vils, they're going... Well, not that there's much of an army by Russia, but...
Yeah, they are going for... So all the coin mines are now on Tit's side of the map here.
Snow has a lot of resources still in the bank.
Yeah. 1k food.
He's going to actually take this mine. He's going to just go take this mine right now.
If Russia can hold on, he's got all the mines and all the remaining food on his side. Germany's just chomped through it, and given Russia is on the sea, he's been using them up more slowly. And he had a lot of food down in the south location, as we know anyway.
And Strelitz are obviously 0 gold cost, so he's not using a lot of gold.
But that's a lot of Ulan. I'll switch over to military units here.
But cavalry archers are really good, especially against like a low HP unit like Ulan's.
He's holding his ground. Snow has to fight here, right? That's where he's gathering coin. Now coming in with his Ulans, but there's a good supply of cav archers in the back there, and some muskets as well.
I think this fight's gonna go well for Russia.
I kind of hope it does. This game's insane. If he can keep going, I'll be really, really impressed.
Yeah, all the Ulan are dead, and it's just range.
This is... What is going on, soldier? I thought Germany had this. Look at him chomp. That mine's half gone. He's chomped through half of it already.
My God. But I don't know if that's the right unit.
There's just so many war wagons here. Oh, Prishniks.
Ooh.
They're gonna clean those Vils.
Cossack comes in. I'm surprised he didn't ship 20 Strelet. That would be really good. I don't know if he has it in his stack.
No Strelets.
He doesn't.
Okay.
That, which would be really good. It's going to be really good if this game goes farther.
Let's take a look at units in queue. Yeah, more Strelets coming out. There's still 10 in queue at the other blockhouse, which is just here, I imagine. And he's got Minutemen at this TC.
These are just really cost-effective trades.
A church going down.
Strelets versus skirms and war wagons, like that's like ideal for Russia. Oh, this little one Ulan is going to be so annoying.
Yeah.
Raid? Well, actually, a big raid with
Cossack
nothing
raid.
to push it for quite a while. But all the Vils are migrating again. This mine?
I guess so. He's trying to put a blockhouse on it, but it's not going to go down. So many Vils have died this game. It's so...
This raid is contested. He's just going to run to the tower and lose.
He's lost 17 villages. 18.
Wow. I think at this...
But he has claimed the coin mine, and he's killing a couple of houses here, which is good for him.
But, okay, so there's that coin mine, and then this one.
Is that all the coin on the map? But remember, Tit is established on the war series, gathering from Wales, so he has that sort of longevity in terms of coin.
Ooh, wow.
Jaegers.
Finally Black Riders come to defend this raid, but Jaeger's popping. That I think that's the last big push that Germany's going to be able to put together for quite a while.
Yeah.
But again, it's ranged infantry and ranged cavalry composition. Probably Strelet with soon to be Strelet combat.
And Snow's starting to train boats as well now, trying to gather up the coin mines. He wants to get on the humpback whales. But it looks like a frigate is being trained by Tits. So he's looking to get back on the water, possibly from the docks in the top of the map. He's still got fishing boats inside them. They've not been cleaned up.
Wow, we've been neglecting water here, but somehow almost all the German boats are dead. And now this frigate is going to die to 3 Cossacks. HP. Oh, no! Oh, my God.
Not quite.
HP.
But he is training a frigate. Where is it? Is it? It was spawned on this side here. Just to make sure he's got some naval defense. And the frigate can defend against the land as well. And all his food's on the south here. If he can herd it to the coast, the frigate's going to be really helpful.
Oh, Russia with 2 TCs. That's
a thing.
Really quick villager production to help him try to push it even farther ahead in eco. But look at, he's got 0 villagers on food right now.
Yeah.
Fish is out in the sea down here, so he's got only whales. This is so strange.
He's trying to defend on the coast. I mean, he's
villagers have finished another mine. They're coming down south.
That is the thing with Germany, though, isn't it? They chew through mines like crazy. Trying to fight next to the coast here. He has to defend. Is he coming for that? Yeah, there he is.
Oh my God.
What a game. It's still going. Arsonists coming in again. These things cost 300 coin. They're insanely expensive.
I don't like the use of that coin.
Yeah, but they do have a lot of siege, right? 140. They're essentially grenadiers. They're pretty good at killing things. You'd expect a dude called an arsonist to be good at.
That is a lot of skirmisher units for German right now.
And there's some tit
it's
villages.
It's gonna kite forever.
Tit does have a frigate though, so he will be able to save them.
Oh my God.
Coming down to the south. Doesn't even need to garrison. The threat of the frigate is enough to frighten the units away. They're now pushing up on the top here. He's trying to control this last mine. There are still 2 mines in base, although 55 coin and the other has 2,000, so it is full. Back to the fight.
Based on the resource, look at its resources. He's got 0 people on food. He might be going for like a cavalry archer or falconet composition, maybe, if there's a...
He's making boats. That's what he's doing. He's collecting wood and gold, and he's training frigates, which is the only thing he can do. Where's his frigate? Here. It's in the right place. That's where he needs it. He can keep his army alive because Snow can't fight the boats.
This is so weird. Well, there's like hardly any resources left on the map.
It's coming down to this. Are there any mills and plantations up just yet?
Man, Snow this is so undefended. This TC is actually shooting at these villas, and it's gonna kill a settler wagon. It's really efficient for a TC to shoot at villagers. It's got
times 2. And now
ridiculous.
Snow is having to slow down. There's a lot of villagers on wood now, and he doesn't have yang saw, let alone log flume or circular saw. So he's going to have to start chopping wood for mills and plantations, that kind of thing, because this mine is dead. There's 50 coin in it. An artillery foundry. He's training culverins. Okay, so that's going to be his solution to deal with. That's his answer to the boats, to the frigates being trained.
And it may also be a reaction to the composition of Tit with so many cavalry archers, and maybe knowing that food's running out and assuming Tit's making falconets. It's a possibility.
This is just a peculiar game, man. But I just feel like Snow needs to finish it out. He's got all of the units, and he has the map control for food, and still Tit, like 5 minutes later, is still not gathering any kind of food, except a few villages down here. Now coming forward with his army. He's got 2 culverins, and that's what he's going to need to do to handle the boats. And the frigate, he sees them, and he's going to get out of there. That captain does not want to be shot at.
There's no way that Snow ends up gathering from this mine, right? There's no way.
After this game, anything's possible. Coming in for a broadside on the culverins? No. The culves aren't going to shoot the frigate. But I think this TC is toast. And look, a TC coming down from the German player now. Does get a broadside off on the Culves, though. One dies, the other is half health. The other frigate coming in is not quite in range, though.
I'm pretty confused why Tit has so much coin and no artillery foundry.
Yeah, Tit's got 2k gold. Does he have a saloon as well? No.
He has a church.
He has a church, but he's not sent...
This church card, and the church card is 1,000 wood for 9 dragoons and
Minutemen coming out. Are they going to focus the Culverin? He needs to kill off the Explorer.
It's almost dead.
If this TC goes up, that's bad
TC
news.
Can shoot. TC can probably snipe that Culverin.
It must be out of range now. It's still alive in there somewhere.
Well, look at this! Look at this little fishing boat just grabbing some food.
But it looks the same almost when the flag isn't down.
Yeah.
The frigate has noticed it now. The frigate was.
Did he hear me? He heard me.
The frigate was healing. I think it's just finished healing, and now it's ready to go back and kill boats. But I think Snow is now starting to get the upper hand.
Well,
he's advancing on the land towards the water now. He's got culverins out, which is what he needs to deal with the boats, and that's what is keeping Tit in the game. And he's now got a forward TC down as well, which is guarding this mine and the hunts nearby as well. And it's also very good against ships.
What's interesting is like the food count on this map has been pretty low, or felt like it has been. So villager count has not really grown in like 5 minutes. Like both of them still have around 60, 65 eco pop for like, I don't know, maybe even the last 10 minutes.
It's been very, very samey. But where's he going? He's sort of marching across the map. It looks like he's got something in mind, but he's not going to find anything up there.
He might just be migrating his base. Oh, that's a lot of villagers that are going to die right here.
That's painful.
Coming out of that TC.
The frigate's coming forward to rescue them, but that's an awkward spot to get in. Frigate, where are you going?
Kit's just going to try to run him around, run Snow around as much as he can, and try to take advantage of, like, the map, probably, after this last mine.
Yeah.
Because then it's really expensive for German to make, like, most of their units are pretty gold heavy, and you have to throw down, like, at least 2 plantations to have, like, decent production from 2 facilities.
And that is going to be the last mine. 200 coin in it. And then there isn't really no gold left for Snow. And his army production will start to slow down.
Well, if he takes Tit's base, this mine might become Snow's.
Well, if he takes Tit's base, he's won the game anyway. But yes, you're right.
I don't know. He migrates everything up top.
Yeah, he's slamming down structures up there now.
I think Tit really needs to hold on to the water on his side. If he loses the water and those whales, that's going to be... Like, that's probably a quarter, maybe even a third of his eco right now.
What are we watching, soldier? Here he comes to the south, and a lot of Snow's villas are on wood now.
Tit's making, like, the right decision to migrate, or, like, just misdirect, because he'll lose any fight.
Slamming walls.
Those culverins are still down on the bottom, actually almost in line of sight of this frigate.
Yeah, and they could get broadside. They're not set up to fight.
Tit's aging. Tit's aging.
He's got his industrial age in. Oh, he's basically aged. Let's see what he's going up with. The engineer.
Well, that's 2 Falcons, right?
2 Falcons.
And I was going to say, Falcons would be the counter to German's army right now, especially with these culverins being down here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
No, there is a blockhouse there, though, but it looks like those vills are not paying attention. But at least Tit does notice the dock that's just gone up, and he is able to kill it before anything comes out.
Yeah, that's that's actually really big.
But these musketeers...
so weird. What's going on? They're gonna base trade. Oh, the culverins. This frigate, it's gonna go down. He's not.
Don't lose your frigate. It's down.
Yeah. But
he's getting a big raid on the bottom.
Hell. Okay, Snow is actually gonna age right now too. I'm
He's got.
not sure if that's the right use of his coin though.
He doesn't have heavies in deck
We'll
though.
see.
He's just got 2 factories.
Maybe that's why he wants to age, just to get gold economy, gold income based on just using the factories.
Yeah, plantations are so bloody expensive. It just seems better to age and get factories, right? I feel like plantations should cost 400 wood. I don't know why they don't.
Oh, absolutely.
It's such bullshit that rice paddies are both and cheaper.
Where is Snow actually gathering corn? Okay, the whales. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
How many's he got on coin? He's got 18 on coin.
18.
That's
he built a
impressive.
plantation back here.
Ah. Oh, and he has got. I did see him get that in actually. Bookkeeping.
Unfortunately, Tit is not making villagers, so. Where's his TC? TC went invisible. For me.
It's gone.
it's there. It's just invisible. I've seen the bug.
I've seen that before as well, but that's not ideal in a tournament game. Can he still use it?
Making villagers right now. Yeah, you can use it.
Oh,
and pretty sure it can be targeted.
Oh, okay. It just can't be seen.
Yeah.
Right. It's still there, and we just can't click it. Or I can't, anyway. Right.
You'll see villagers pop out, I'm sure, at some point.
Well, he's got villas in queue, so it must be working. And he's aging, so he's also aging from it.
This is
that's his.
Can you get that? He's gonna stop that outpost from going up.
Yeah, 2 outposts.
Okay.
But that one's basically it. Not letting Snow onto the water.
The army positioning is just like they're never at the same spot at the same time.
It's like a big game of chess.
Yeah, it's exactly what Tit wants. And now he's got Operies, and if they can get some good raids off, I don't know. This is like Tit still doesn't want to have any direct fight at this point.
2 factories, as well as going for guild artisans instead of heavies, and 6 settler wagons instead of maybe the Ulan upgrade or something.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm not sure which one he's going to choose first.
Well, probably factories, right? But when he gets to those 2, that's interesting. I mean, how many settler wagons does he actually have? He's got
and Tit actually gets, well, yeah, because he aged faster.
He's only got 3 settler wagons, so guild artisans is a bit rubbish now.
Where is that factory? It just popped out for Tit. Oh, here we go.
Factory.
Oh boy, look at all these idle villagers. Oh man.
Yeah.
What's up?
A guard. He got guard Oprishnik, and he's got cavalry cuirass in there.
Easy. Is that worth it? Look, and because the army position, Snow even do. Okay,
He's splitting off war wagons. But meanwhile, he's having to get to the coast.
Look at how fast the TC is going down. What the hell?
The war wagons are there to defend it, though.
Yeah.
Losing a lot of vills here. Not wanting to garrison them in the boat just yet. I'm going to build a mill on the right corner there. More Oprishnik raids. Tit has lost 54 villagers this game, and Snow has lost 37. How many... This is incredible.
I really think the Opry advantage, or just being like how strong they are against buildings and villagers, might really be in the end result of this game, because they just kill everything that they're used for really quickly.
He's gonna
like for Snow to split off this many units to kill 5 cav. Oh, they're gonna die right there.
Yeah.
Big use of population space to split war wagons back at your home base.
But he's going to lose those Oprishniks, but he is going to deny an outpost again, and he'll kill both of these TCs. Snow's presence on this side of the map now, his water control dreams are over, because both TCs are going to go down.
Yeah.
And his army is looking pretty alright now.
Yeah, it was so big for Tit to hold his side of the water. It's so big. So being able to do that, this still looks like it's a close game. Another TC. Oh my god. So Tit has 3 TCs just in a few seconds.
Yeah. 1 invisible one and 2 visible ones. Yeah, stable going down.
First factory from German comes in. No one has a TP right now, so these shipments are going to come really slow. they've sent what, like 15 shipments already? I don't know.
They've sent a ton of shipments, yeah. But let's take a look. Now he's coming up on this side. Snow's pushing the new main base, and that's where his factory's at. That could be a big issue, and he's basically just not in position to handle it. But where is the factory of Green?
Does that matter, though?
Green's factory's over here. Maybe they can trade factories or something.
That's a lot of villagers up here that are going to be idle, but Tit's going to do the same thing, but with Opernicks instead of war wagons.
Yeah.
So let's see how this trade ends up coming out. There are a couple war wagons defending, but there's cavalry archers to take them out.
I think every single one of those vills went down. Snow did a good job getting in the way of the TC to stop them getting in.
Ooh. He is up a lot in Eco Pop right now.
Yeah, he's really
looking
those
quite good. Really shouldn't be dying. He has enough military to...
He needs some sort of...
They're so valuable.
He needs a huge raid to even this up.
But like I said, this base trade is right now German ranged units, all ranged units, killing TCs. Opries. Oh, he's gonna get a settler wagon. Opries are so damn good.
Yeah, but he's still down a lot in Eco Pop. And now Germany coming back across the map to handle it. At least his factory's okay, though. And he's got food canning on that. He's got it toggled to food production. Second factory comes in for Tit, which is going to get him up a bit more in eco.
Where's that one at?
I don't know. The shipment's just arrived.
I wonder where he would put that, though.
We can take a look around the map for it. I think if I go to...
So we're still, like, not super far off in eco, like...
It's here.
What? Oh, okay, so it already counts towards Eco Pop, alright.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was going to have a boost.
Another
but...
plus 10. No, not the case today.
Just running the armies the entire game. There hasn't been a direct encounter in, like,
this is such a...
20 minutes.
What do you think of revolting? I mean, there is a point in the game where, like, instead of switching to mills and plantations, it's just like, well, fuck that, I'll revolt and just push you with...
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think Snow's already established his enough, where that's probably not worth it. But Russia, no, he's got a... I don't know. It might be worth it for him. It might be his, like, best shot.
The Vil Pops are even again!
What happened?
I guess I don't know. But he's... I mean, Germany still has another factory to come, so it's not like...
No, but, like, how did that happen? He had 87, I thought, Eco Pop.
Maybe...
The factory didn't die.
No, the factory's alive.
I don't understand that. Did he lose more vills? Oh my god! Look at the number of vills lost in this game.
Okay. 70 vills to Tit. He's lost more vills than he's got.
And 26 fishing boats.
Yeah. And his opponent's lost 51 vills and 6. Well, that's 12, so that's 63. They've both lost insane numbers of villagers. Just constant
and again,
raiding.
Just look at the military. How do they happen to be at completely opposite sides every time? This is crazy. Tit is doing the perfect runaround.
Yeah.
Like,
and a big batch of Opries coming in now.
Cross past or anything, like.
But there are war wagons. Yeah, those Opries gonna get handled. But he's gonna take down the outpost before they go down, which does mean his navy can come in.
He's trying to deny this side of the water.
That's really big. And he's gonna take down that frigate. He's got 3 Vels and he's got armor plating coming in.
What the hell?
Frigate goes down. He's gonna grab the water and deny the whale fishing.
Oh, fishing boats that died for the Eco Pop to go down. That had to be it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take this out of the water, and the factory's right there too.
Where? Oh yeah.
Water.
It's right next to the coast. That's a bad spot. And here he comes.
We might finally have our first direct engagement in about 20 minutes. with all these war wagons, or unless he's going to try to sail away.
And they say AoE3 is about one big clash of armies somewhere in the mid-game that decides the game. But that is a lot of German stuff. Oh! The Bashkir ponies have arrived! The winged hussars! They have arrived!
Oh my god!
When did he did get? Oh, it's the advanced. He sent the factory wagon pops out and he gets killed. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
No way.
Snow!
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh my god! Look at. I was about to say look at Snow's eco, but look at the military right now.
Tit is bringing it back.
Oh my god!
He's back in it, lads.
What the hell? And we got a raid coming. I think Russia's won.
Yeah, Russia's some big batch of culverins. But
what are they gonna do?
What do you do with? Why have you made 4 culves?
Oh my god! I think these Opries might end the game right here if they kill enough vills, and they are. Snow is not seeing this yet. Okay,
yeah.
Finally does, but
God.
they've already killed 10 vills.
Yeah.
Eagle pop.
But the fight is going well for Germany up in the corner here, though. War wagons are really strong. But his whole eco is idle.
Every single villager is... Oh my god,
every single villager is idle.
Oh, the culverins. Okay, they will be able to defend the factory.
They can defend, yeah. And they are in range, I think. Setting up there. Okay, the coast is guarded by 4 offshore cannons.
Do we have a monitor in queue yet? No, not yet.
And Culverin Royale coming in now as well. Yeah, no Culverin in queue. And Tit's starting to...
Holy crap.
He is ahead in eco again. TC going down.
The search card finally came in. That's what it was. I didn't notice it came in. He still has the use 1,000 wood for goons, but it probably at this point is not really what he wants versus the composition.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not that many Olans.
Look at the eco pop right now.
I know.
But look at the eco, the bank from Snow and Tit. Like Snow has a way bigger bank, but a lesser eco. At this point,
I can hear the guys in the office. They're going crazy. The factory it just came through in the chat. Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, the factory. Yeah, man. Oh my god. That's going to be a big difference in the eco too.
How are we here?
Oh my god.
I thought Germany had this pretty early, but Snow just falling apart in the late game. He needs to get walls up and just stop the Oprechniks just running into his base. That's the issue, I think, for him at the moment. Maybe then try and reestablish water control. He can just juggle his frigate. He can juggle his culverins up the coast. Okay, 6 settler wagons is going to even up that population a bit.
I think, yeah. See, I know Tit well enough that he knows with this side of water somewhat under his control in the factory there, that's almost a winning condition to take that factory out.
Yeah, but Snow knows that too, and that's why he's put 4 culverins on the coast that are not going to move. And they are in range of that monitor. The monitors.
This Tit can probably broadside one of those and snipe the monitor 2 of them because they're so close together. Oh no, he's just sniping the factory.
He's just going for the factory. Ah! What is this? Guard Cossacks! They find the culverins.
My god, I honestly think that's game right there.
I think so, and now the factory is surely toast. Lots of war wagons here. They will clean this up.
They put a flank.
These are really strong war wagons. They've got cav combat and ranged cavalry caracol on them, and Germany does have both the cav upgrades in his deck. But the boats are now coming in. They don't need to use their special attack on the factory anymore. They are in range, and the factory is going to go down.
My god, he's completely taken both sides of the water.
Factory is destroyed.
Look at the military pop. I guess it doesn't really matter since the train times on Russia are so quick, but he's got 17 military units right now, and they're like all Strelets.
Yeah, he's not got any of the upgrades that make things train quickly.
This again, he's gonna do the misdirection or just the I'm gonna attack where you're not thing in a second when he sees all these war wagons. I think. Now he's going. There it is.
Yeah, but I am concerned for Tit because, as you said, he's not really got any military.
I'm not really concerned for Tit. I think he's in a really big lead right now once these undefended villagers get idled.
Yeah. Snow just doesn't have any coin income. He's got 10
Yeah,
bills,
there
and
it
Snow
is.
resigns.
Oh my god!
Tit picks up
That's
the first
insane.
game. Holy crap!
That's insane. He was in a military deficit the entire game.
How
but
did he
just
do
ran
that?
Around, got in a direct engagement. That's insane. That has to be extremely frustrating for Snow.
Yeah, that is a good start for Tit. I was saying, don't count him out. He has been practicing. He is on form, and he is going into this with a very good mindset. He wants to win. And Tit's, even if Snow is the stronger player on paper, Tit has pulled out a win here, and that's going to feel great. That's going to give you the confidence you need going forward into the series.
I'm looking at the graphs right now, and I don't even know how this actually happened. Tit went down to 38 villagers at 43 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
So many villagers.
This whole game is just like Germany sort of peaked at villages at minute 13 and then never got that, but never got higher than that for the rest of the game until like pretty much the end here, just before he resigns. He's got 3 TCs. But that whole game was just villagers dying and units being absolutely everywhere.
Wow.
The comeback is real. That's right, Adnoir. But
yes, so down.
I think we're settling in for a big one here.
Yeah, maybe.
Chat, buckle down or hunker down, buckle in, and get ready for a bumpy ride.
Holy crap!
That was a lot of fun.
That was crazy. It was, man. Wow. Just Tit picking the times to attack, and keeping his units positioned away from Germany's. That whole game was. Whole game.
I'm speechless. That was insane.
That's not how the matchup's supposed to go, but crazy. Then once the resign came in, oh my god!
I think hashtag tits out.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, sports bra mode activated. This guy means business.
My god.
Can we see the map pool again? I just want to take a look at that. So Deccan has been vetoed, so we go straight to New England. And the rest of the map is clean. There's no more vetoes. So looks like Tit will pick Iroquois as his first civilization here. He has to pick first, and that's what he's done.
People tend to think Tit doesn't have a big civ pool, but then he pulls out something like Eero, which everybody's like, oh, who the hell plays Eero? But then Eero's actually pretty strong, and Tit, I think, has played them quite a bit. So, like, a pretty strong pick. And then he's, of course, has India. He's pretty decent, pretty good, I would say, with British.
Yeah.
And Russia, he just won with, so.
And Tit also, I just know him as a guy that is very strong with India as well. So that's a civ he's got going for him. And the Thar Desert is the only map he'll have to worry about for India now, right? Deccan has been vetoed by Snow for whatever reason. So, you know, India would be very good on Deccan. So instead of Deccan, which would be coming up now, we have New England.
This is New England?
Yeah, the next map is New England.
Ooh, another water map. Not good for Snow. But Eero is an interesting pick on a water map when he has first pick. Like, I'm surprised he wouldn't. Or Brit. But yeah, like Tit has 4 really good civs, I would say. Oh, Eero Mirror.
Eero Mirror.
But yeah, Russia, India, Euro Brit is probably going to be Tits 4 civs. Maybe he'll throw a port or Japan in there or something on a water map.
What do you think of...
You know what? I just thought about... Have you ever heard of B Fisher?
B Fisher? No.
Like B Winner, but B Fisher, because he's, I guess he's the one that started this Euro use your travel offer doc build.
Hold on. How to Talk Please Help donated $50. Eric needs a lesson in walking a factory placement from some 3v3 Deccan Master Sergeants.
that was
burn.
brutal, that factory pop. Oh, man.
That was. But Snow, he's more of a team game kind of guy. I would expect him to be sort of good at that kind of thing, right?
It's just, there's so much going on. Such a late game, 40 minutes in. You have your tower there for military pops, and then you just kind of forget about it. It's understandable. It's just unfortunate, I would say. But I was saying about B Fisher.
Yeah.
B Winner started doing this use your travel offer a doc. If Tit will try that.
Oh, that's interesting.
It actually, I've watched it a couple times when B Winner tried it, and it actually won him a couple games. Maybe if the opponent misplays or doesn't know about it at all, can be pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just throwing it out there. It's a possibility.
So I'm reading the chat. Spam this poo emoji to help this Tit. But you know what that rhymes with? Tit and yeah.
Oh man.
Spam this hit to help the Tit.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Taking a while to green in here. The players are considering.
I wonder if Snow's just gonna completely mirror from this point on. That seems like in the history of tournaments for AoE3, like when a better player, I think we would all pretty much agree that Snow's probably the better player. And
historically, yes.
They tend to say, all right, screw it. I'm just gonna mirror. I know I'm better than this guy. I'm gonna mirror the rest of the way. So maybe that's what's gonna happen here. I don't know.
Well, they're greening in
for now, at least.
Wow. Okay. In an Iroquois mirror on New England will be the matchup. And that's interesting.
B Fisher.
B Fisher. We will see if docs come down. That
Spam
is for
it
sure.
in chat now.
There it is. Okay. Right. Well, I think Snow just wants to mirror, right? But he's not going to be able to do that the whole series, because if he wins, then he has to pick first, and then Tit can pick whatever matchup he likes.
Yeah,
I think
true.
Snow does like to mirror, because often is the way when you think you're better, you'll just mirror them and know that you can win on mechanics or something. It was really just Tit running him around the whole game that picked up the victory in that previous one. But ladies and gentlemen, we are spawning into game number 2. It doesn't feel like game number 2. We're already on New England. We got here pretty quick, but it is game number 2. The score is 1-0 to Tit. Yes, you heard that right. Tit is leading the series. He's picked up the first victory. We'll start with him. Here he is in the color red, playing as the Iroquois. This was his pick. Since he won, he had to pick first. It is an all-food start. And let's see what that Discovery Travois does. It is going to the coast, and it looks like we will see a dock get placed. So
did I call it, or did I call it?
Well, it could be scouting. It might be looking for sheep or treasures or something.
Think...
There you go. It's not going there just yet. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. We'll come back to it in a moment. But here's Snow on the bottom of the map in the color green, also playing as the Iroquois. And I think often in this match, can you expect players to go for a trading post? Perhaps not this game, since there's only 100. There's not even 100 wood.
Yeah,
no wood crates at all.
That may change the game plan quite a bit. I don't know if there's a possibility that one of them would go with a dock if it's a 100 wood start and you only have to chop 25 wood, but trade post is not really viable with the 0 wood start, so it's going to be pretty bland age 1.
So just going to be fighting over treasures and
other than
getting
treasures,
sheep and using the Travois to get a little bit of a scouting edge, that kind of thing. I might lose his treasure guardian here. They're going to reset the guardians. But yeah, these Travois are going to have to be turned into longhouses and not docks by the looks of it. So no B Fisher today, it would seem. But Snow off to a really nice start. Currently ahead on the sheep count, but probably not for long. 2 do get picked up by Tit here, but starting the game with a CDB treasure is going to be really, really nice. But he's paying for it. He's losing a lot of HP to grab this treasure, but probably worthwhile. That's a really nice one to get early on.
It's really deflating as the opponent to see like somebody pick up a 1.25 villager under 2 minutes. Like, what the hell?
And this map's actually really balanced. The coin mines and locations seem ideal. There is 1 coin mine missing from both players, but it is even. It's just a really low coin map, such is the way of things on New England.
Yeah. Actually, good call. I forgot to check that.
I forgot to check that too, but I didn't really want to call out after he got a CDB treasure that we wanted to restart.
Right.
But the mines are it's fine. The mines and hunts are actually pretty spot on, so this is good. But yeah, I think overall Snow is the winner of Age 1 here. He's going to pick himself up the CDB. He's not got quite as many sheep, but who cares when you found yourself a villager, and he's going to grab himself an 80 food treasure as well, which is really nice. Does lose his bear though, but still a good Age 1 overall. Switching over to shipment sent.
Tit's fast aging.
He is fast aging. He's up real quick.
Minutes.
He's using the messenger to get up, and he aged 2 villagers. Well, 1 villager sooner. His opponent's got 2 more because of the CDB treasure.
Snow hasn't even begun aging.
He's actually aged. He's got 900 food there. He's not clicked the button just yet. Perhaps he's a little frustrated with himself. He clicked the button. He switched his vills over to wood. Maybe he. Okay, it's now in.
Maybe it was finishing 1 in queue or something like that.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. He did get an 80 food treasure as well, so he got well over 800 food, and that's not because he forgot to age or something. It's just because he was gathering a lot of food and there was a villain.
That Guardian. Sorry to cut you off, but this Guardian's really, really important here. If he can spot, both heroes are going to try to build a TP. If he can spot, he's not. I don't think he's gonna. Which would have been really big. Oh, he's gonna go for the Traveler. Oh, okay. The Traveler, but he already threw down a barrack, so.
You thought maybe he'd shoot the Traveler. Okay, coming in now.
He sees it now. He's gonna probably back away.
Yeah, not a lot of siege on the... 24 siege on that Outlaw. That's actually quite impressive. Gonna get a good, reasonable amount of damage in. Now gonna leave, though, because it's about to be popped up. But TP now going down for Snow.
Yeah, Snow was walking towards the right and then went back when he found line of sight of the units of Tit, so he knew it was safe to build this TP.
Aina coming out for... Yep. And it looks like this is just going to be an Aina rush, or spam, or whatever you want to call it, to begin with at least.
Oh no!
For Kanya not being shipped to the forward war hut. Instead, they're going to have to walk across the map, which is kind of a big deal, since the power of this build, he's gone up super fast. He really wants to be making the use of that time to harass his opponent before really anything can happen here. But standing under the TC, losing a lot of stuff now, and the Kanya aren't here to help. And here comes the crack shot from the Iroquoise Warchief. Nice split! Did you see that? To avoid the area damage. That was really, really nice. And he's going to take down that hero.
Warchief down. Yeah, even if he loses a couple Kanya, I think he wants that dead.
He grabs it there, and 3 Aina are not going to do so well against a couple of Kanya. This is a good start for Tit. Although we do see 4 Kanya of red as well. Sorry, of green, and they are going to catch the red ones. But I think either way it was a reasonable trade. You got a few Aina.
This is a nice little volley. Yeah, good shot from the Warchief.
And now the game is starting to stabilize again.
I don't know where this is going to go. The fact that Snow has a cavalry advantage is nice because we all know what he loves to do, and that's what he's going off to do right now. Though this is a well-positioned house from the starting Traveler.
Yeah, nice line of sight house.
Okay, so he saw it and...
Oh, catches the cav.
Both of those Kanya will die, but he might trade it for 1 or 2.
Looks like he's gonna get. He's gonna get
he's
1.
Gonna get 1 basically. Ooh. Basically got 1.
Yeah.
4 to 0 cavalry advantage.
600 woods. Both players mirror builds. 600 wood coming down next. The and going to add in a corral here. So let's take a step back and sort of see what they do with the wood. Let's switch on over to units lost as well. There's a couple of differing builds here. Red being aggressive, and goes in and doesn't manage to actually kill any villagers, which was, kind of the objective with that super fast age. And really all he lost was, he lost 4 Kanya and 2 Aina, and his opponent so far has only lost 2 Black Bears, so who cares, and 1 Kanya. So actually, forget what I said earlier. This has not been a good start for Tit. He was wanting to get a bit more done with that age. So I think currently Snow going to be feeling pretty good, having the slightly greedier build. He got that CDB treasure.
So they actually did both fast age, but Snow went like 2 more full villagers later. This is a nice catch right here.
Okay, can even some of this up.
So I mentioned the fast age because now we know that neither of them can fast age to age 3, so that means they're probably both a little bit more committed to age 2.
Yeah.
And a stable for Snow.
Didn't Snow see... Snow would have seen Tit get to the next stage before he even started aging, was that right? So
yeah.
he probably thought, oh shit, you're up quick, and then just fast aged himself to mitigate some of that.
Yeah. It's possible he even canceled the slow age to
then go up with the fast age.
Maybe that's why he had 900 food. I don't know.
Yeah. But still, a good start from Green is going to be feeling pretty good. I think he's gotten the small edges this game. And now is going to be... This is the first deviation in builds, and he's starting to pull ahead economically with it because it's the 5 villager shipment. And also going to pick up a raid. This is good for Snow. These villagers are really far away. Those Kenya are very low, though, so actually they're not too bad. But 5 villagers is not 600 resources, and that's what Tit has sent, and that's going to give him the edge in training units, and he's got a bigger mass here in this location. Crack shot coming in from Green.
Ooh,
but most of these red units are Tomahawks. But is going to force them away, but not before he destroys the trading post. So Tit, this is a fairly even game.
That's an exposed house as well, but that stable being made that's Snow's game. He's going to have some more cav on the map. Avoid the TC line of sight here, which he actually is doing. I'd be crossing it right now. Yeah. Okay.
Spawn point's been moved.
Oh, that's what I meant to do earlier. Check the decks.
Yeah, there is water potential in here.
3 privateers for both of them.
It's a good shipment.
Tit has just sent 7 ANA, so that's not going to be coming anytime soon.
And some more Villy kills there. 3 Vils now down for Red, and given that his opponent found the CDB, you can kind of count that as 4.
Yeah, and it's such a big advantage to have cavalry in an Aero mirror because it's such a big investment to get them on the map. And if you're I really don't think Tit's even going to make a stable because it's just, like I said, such a big investment. If Snow can keep those Kanya alive, he can continue to just harass during fights or make Tit run his units around like he is right now.
First dock. Tit is looking to get on the water now then. This seems to be pretty good for him last game and he's going to try and repeat that. And he's also got a war hut sitting right on the coast there. He's primed to ship 3 privateers. And that's what he's just done. He grabbed 500 coins, and he's just spent all of it just now. So they are coming.
Whoa. So I think, does that take a full minute because it's a mercenary shipment? I'm not sure.
I think that is the case, yeah.
I think this war hut from Green is going to get up regardless. Helpful to push off these ANA.
Yeah, and it looks like Snow's going to force a fight here. But he can't... Does he want to go in? Is he going to defend this? He's got... Oh, that's NU. I meant to press MU. 15 Tomahawks in there, so he should be okay to fight this.
And there's villagers going down with those Kanya.
Yeah, Snow being really annoying.
And Tit really needs his war chief right now. He's got enough health to pull him back, but he doesn't have any mobile units to go claim him.
Does get 1 Vil away.
The boat should be popping really soon. This could be a big, perfect
there they are.
timing. Oh no!
3 privateers.
too.
And they do get 2 broadsides off, by the looks of it there. He should be able to use the boats to brute force down the war hut. Privateers are really strong, and that seems to be what he's going to do. Kills a couple of vills there, which is nice.
We do get some villagers, okay. I think at this point Tit is pretty content to stay on berries because he doesn't want to get raided anymore, but...
Yeah.
And
he's lost 5 villages. Tit's lost 5 villages, but he's killed a CDB and 2 villages of his opponent.
But I mean, what's so important about these privateers is they just cut off any units reinforcing. Like this Kanya is going to die.
Yeah.
And this Tomahawk is going to die. And basically, it's like Snow's got his army at the side of the map, and Tit probably just going to wait until he feels comfortable with his amount of units to just go and try to force an attack.
We're going to take a brief pause here. We'll throw up the overlay whilst they're paused. We don't want the delay catching up or anything like that. Okay, he's ready, so maybe not.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, oh, that's a nice escape to get Bills over there. Ooh, see this fight. Oh man, Tit really would like to have this war chief here.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna win this fight though. Let's have infantry attack card in. But like I said, like these units are here, but they're never gonna get over to the other side.
Yeah, and they could just all of them go.
He's just losing them. More Kanya are gonna take shots here.
But they're sieging the boat. The boat's so low HP.
That's intentional.
He notices it. How'd that boat get so low?
The war hut.
He's going to build a dock though, and that's going to get the repair on the boat, so that low HP boat will go up. But this is turning into another one of these really all over the place kind of games.
Yeah, and it's actually I think working in Tit's advantage because since he's like closing off the map again with these boats, these Kanya, they're so expensive, but they're being spotted and really being efficient or worthwhile at this point.
Yeah.
And he's going to go again. Like he made like 15 Kanya this game.
It's a lot of cav, and they're quite expensive. They cost a lot of wood. But it is giving him a lot of raiding potential.
Yeah, but so these boats and the war huts defend any infantry from Snow, and then all of Tit's army is just going to defend villagers, the cavalry.
He's going to take down this house with his cav there.
I don't think that'll go down. I think he'll have to retreat.
Look at this. Tit's just checking out, making sure that his opponent is not on water.
Yeah, that's nice.
And that's going to give him a lot of confidence because he knows that he is on water and he's closing the eco gap a bit by doing that. And Fish Market is now in as well, so his boats are going to start getting quite nice.
Who does that as hero? Does this I gotta ask if this considers is this B Fisher? Fisher, this water boat late game? Well, not late game, mid game.
How did it get up there? That's amazing.
Slow aging probably with the.
This is no good.
Yeah, but he'll be there in a second to defend it. The ecos are pretty even.
And he might catch the Kanya. Are they going to get caught? No, they're not going to go straight into the Tomahawks there, but he is splitting them. And he is going to get a few volleys here. But the Kanya spot that, and they're going to go back the other way, and they're going to get away just okay. And there is a gap here, and they can get out this side.
What I think Snow needs to do is have the forest prowlers out on the map and just have the stronger units. What he has to do to win this game, because
and he's doing that. He's aging.
The map control is basically Tit has everything that's not where the green on the left side is at this point. Volley from units, and these Kanya are really dwindling down.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them left, and they're all almost most of them are less than half HP.
Like, Kenya are very good at raiding, but they're not really able to get into the fight there with so many tomahawks, which is keeping the green and red armies roughly the same if you ignore the cavalry that are just roaming the map. I mean, they have got some value killing villagers, but now Snow up to the next stage, and this is going to change his game plan up a bit. He's now going to get those much stronger units out. Has a Travois from aging and aged up with the resources there.
There's a canoe. Oh, okay. A canoe was made from... Wait, what is this green dot? Okay, there's a tomahawk here. What the hell? Back in the fishing boat, maybe? I don't know. Oh, just... I don't know. Ooh, the privateer getting some really good shots.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, that house! No. What got in the line of sight? Oh, no.
What the hell? Did you see that?
Damn.
What? Guys, that is crazy. What is the range?
Where's the line of sight coming for the lock-on?
Broadside attack range is 30. The range attack is 20. That's crazy.
Oh, I see. Maybe it was the broadside attack he used that's got 30 range, and yeah.
Okay. Or maybe it was just a really delayed shot, so they had the lock for a while, but it didn't shoot. I don't know. Looking at villagers, they both... Okay, Tit has 2 more upgrades. He has Placer Mines and the village HP. Snow only has Hunting Dogs. I think from here, Snow's probably going to go Skirmgoon. Tit is aging, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. He does need to get up at some point. It's kind of hard to fight Forest Prowlers.
That's a really smart move. Again, just attacking where Snow is not.
That's going to be so annoying.
Multiple houses. But, big thing here is that Tit
is going to go home, though. Do you think that's the right call? I mean, all he's got here... There's no villagers in this TC, and there's just 3 longhouses. And at the base here, there were villagers, and there's also infrastructure. There's a stable and a war hut.
He was going to be able to kill so much of Snow. I think that's a bad decision. He's not going to be able to get there in time.
So not going to go for the base, and he's going to lose his age up. So that's why he has to go back.
Yeah, but well, now he's going to go back the other way. See, that was a
okay. So it's just wasted time.
Game-changing decision right there.
Is he dropping a TC? This is a war hut. Oh, that's really... He is dropping a TC here, but that's...
No TC in that
That's
time.
really big, losing that TC, because now his age is going to take forever, and he's got no fast age, remember?
Yeah. I really wish Tit would have stayed in Snow's base. There was no way that Snow could have defended any of his buildings there.
Yeah, panicked. He must have panicked. He was like, oh god, I'm aging, I need to go back, and then it's too late when you realize it's no good. But you are right. And he's going to find the TC going up. Oh, God. That's going to be so frustrating. But to take it down, he does have to deal with the privateers firing on him. 3 privateers of his own. And does take down one of them. And the red ones are low HP. They've been fighting war huts and taking random volleys. And green, now in a dominating position, popping his privateers into the pond, able to neutralize his opponent's one, denies the TC going up, although there is enough land army. The structure is not dead yet, but there are no one building it just yet. Remember, villagers can build it for Iroquois. But with these 3 privateers here, I don't think it will last much longer.
Why did one of them have more HP than the other? I was so confused by
that. No, they all have the same HP.
Well, the one that died had 1,035 HP, but anyway. That really confused me. That TC not going up is pretty big. Tit's finally starting to spend his resources.
4 war canoes coming into the pond, but only getting 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
But it's enough to take down...
There's still 1 privateer by Tit, but it's basically dead. But it can help a little bit fight back down the sea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it now, that placement is not where it should be if you want all 4 of them. That should be sort of more in the center of the water. But either way, it's enough to really dominate this pond now. And the TC is denied, and now Tit's stuck in Age 2. Snow's taking a commanding lead, and with these really strong musket riders that he's training in queue now, some on them out already, and indeed the Forest Prowlers, this army's starting to look really scary.
I think Well, there's a fire pit here. I was going to say this is a last-ditch effort for Tit to war dance and try to come back with a big military fight that goes in his way, but nobody on that fire pit right now. He's going to do the same thing again as last game. And actually, Snow trying to jump ahead and get on the water on this side too, just assuming, or maybe now knowing that Tit's there. Too much damage to the villager.
And now he's taking control of the trade route as well. There's only one post left for red. And it's not looking good for Tit being stuck in Age 2 here. Even if he does take a fight and jams all his villagers on the fire pit, I'm favouring the Forest Prowlers with those 2 infantry upgrades.
Yeah. The composition advantage is definitely in Snow's favor. War Canoe comes out for Snow on the water.
Are they fishing boats? Red fishing boats on the pond. That was interesting.
Oh, I think they were...
Maybe they were just garrisoned in the dock for extra, like, firepower?
Right. But I think a canoe does the same thing. That's a little... I don't know. So, Snow has made just one war canoe. It has a couple 3 regular canoes to defend. And he still doesn't have to TC. He's putting it up now. Oh man, I really wish Tit would have just gone for that base trade. It would have. I think it would have put him in a much better position.
Yeah. Why is New England in the map pool? Because it's an awesome map.
All 5 of these musket riders go down in a pretty crazy volley.
Snow can afford it.
Yeah.
And look at that now. Has the entire route. Stagecoach is in as well. And he's 13 villagers up. He has taken back control of the water, and he's gotten a dock down on the sea. First war canoe comes out, and this is looking solid for him. And he's an age up, I think, and 100 points up almost as well. Snow has got this game in the bag now.
Yeah. I don't know what Tit thinks he might be able to pull out of his bag of tricks, but if he had a better... These guys are gonna go get some gold. Right here.
Nice. Well, it is a safe mine. I'm gonna drop his longhouses on the island.
Oh. You know, these fishing boats, I'm thinking maybe Tit was just cycling through his docks, like Control D, and then hitting the clicking fishing boat, and maybe from his other dock he meant to train them. Or they cost less than a canoe, so maybe he was garrisoning them because it costs a little bit less.
Yeah, and just for the firepower or something. It does seem unusual to train fishing boats. There is no fish in these ponds. I don't think they can spawn in here. Although having said that, I have weird memories of fish actually being in this pond, but only like 1.
I think you were dreaming.
Yeah, maybe.
This is getting a nice catch right here. He'll get 3 units for free.
And Tit finally makes it to the Fortress Age.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of war canoes. That war hut is going to not go up. But Tit, he's finally up to the next stage. Let's see if he can get Veteran, Tomahawk, and Aena in. But he's not... Having lost that war hut... Yeah, first he needs war huts, and the one he was building went down. Trying to get one up behind his base now. And
second big button, I believe.
Tomahawk's on the front here going down. Not ideal.
He's trying to get that 500 coin for the 15 Tomahawk big button. Not that it's really going to be...
Yeah, but there's not really any food left. Or at least Snow isn't gathering food currently. So maybe if Red can be okay here, there's not going to be too many reinforcing units just yet. But it doesn't matter. Tit does go out and brings the score up to 1-1. Could have been close.
I think we're seeing maybe Tit's whole idea of how he wants the series to go is to just make every game a weird, long game that hopefully he can have some late game advantages based on his experience. And
yeah. But today is not the day.
I really do think he had a chance to, with a base trade, to really kind of even it out and maybe not get ahead, but he could have took out a TC, a war hut, a stable, 2 houses, and idled a lot of villagers, rather than basically he just walked back across the map and really did nothing. He stayed in the middle because his TC was already dead.
Not ideal.
Ideal.
He just, I think you're right. It was that point where he lost his TC that was aging and didn't pressure his opponent, and then it took him so long to get to Fortress Age, and he lost his water, and everything sort of fell apart. But that was game number 2. The score's, very even though. So this is still very early days in this best of 7, and no one's pulled ahead just yet.
Should probably make some coffee because we're at game two games and we're already like hour 20 minutes in.
Yeah, we're definitely getting in there. But the next map will be Thar Desert.
What's the next map?
Thar Desert coming up, and Snow has to pick first. I wonder what he'll go for. I expect Tit to play India just because we know that India is very strong on Thar Desert.
I can see maybe a Dutch pick out of Snow. Dutch seems I think they're actually a pretty good civ, especially when there's no TP. With no TPs on the map. But I would think that Snow's trying to figure what would Tit pick here, and yeah, I think most people would assume Tit's going to go India. Maybe Snow goes like Russia or something.
I don't know if Snow will... Like, we know Russia's a good civ for Snow. That is definitely something he likes to play. But, he's going to go for it. But I think Tit will just be pretty pleased about that. We've seen a few times that Russia versus India is not ideal. But having said that, in the previous series against Lord Raphael, do you remember? Snow actually played Russia versus India and won. So it is doable, and Snow's done it before.
It was really close. I've been playing lately. I've been playing a lot of Russia actually, just because I want to try different stuff, just try to have some more fun rather than focusing on trying to win. But I've played both sides of the matchup lately, and it's pretty important timing for, in case this matchup isn't played, but for the consulate to get up for India so that they can get the Ottoman. As soon as the 300 export comes in.
Yeah.
If you can time that correctly, I think India wins. But if timing is off even a little bit for India, I think Russia can just kind of...
And there it is.
We have a matchup. So I've actually have really quite a bit of experience in the last 2 days of this matchup. So exactly what to look for. Based on basically, like the export. I think you really want to do a 600 wood first as India, so that you can get that consulate down as soon as the 600 wood hits the floor.
Didn't as well against Lord Raphael. I think he played India and started with foreign logging, and it was just a bit too greedy. Tit's really good with India. This is one of his main civs. He knows it inside out. He's not going to make that same mistake. Yeah,
we've seen this matchup a lot in this tournament. Probably one of the maybe India and Russia and India and Aztec have been two. What the hell is that?
Something fell over, it sounds. Yeah, they're both, all of those civs really popular on Thar Desert just because they're good on Thar Desert, I suppose. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 3 in a best of 7 series. We're already on map number 5, though. Kamchatka and Deccan vetoed. The score is 1-1. This is looking good for Tit. He did just lose the previous game, but against an opponent such as Snow, I think being even is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? But this is a good matchup. I think Russia can win, but I think India favored overall. We shall see how it goes, though. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the bottom of the map in the color green, we do have Snow playing as the Russia. Snow, very strong with his Euro civs. It makes sense that He wants to play Russia. We've seen him play it a lot in previous tournaments. Soldier just pointing out the big treasures, 90 wood and 85 wood. So those are the locations to watch on the map. To the north of the map, in the color red, we do have Tit playing as the Indians here. It is the Thar Desert. This is a good match for India.
Played quite a bit. Actually been won on both sides. I know there was a Wicked Cossack Rizzi game where I believe India won. But like Snow and Rafa played this, and Russia won. I think it's a really close matchup, and I think both civs have a good chance of winning. Oh, this sneaky guy.
Yeah, he's hidden behind that. And Snow, he's working on these treasures. He's going to have to crack shot. No, he resets that Guardian there. Nicely done. And he's going to just continue shooting this. He doesn't really want to crack shot one because against India, as long as there's a Guardian alive, you can't actually lose your treasure because they don't have a crack shot or a convert ability or anything like that. Yeah, just going to leave this Guardian up, come in here and be totally safe. And the only way Tit's going to steal this is by...
Oh, stomp.
Yeah.
By the stomp. That's the way.
Do you see? He went for the crack shot there. Yeah, he does it again, and he's duking him. Going for the dukes. Yeah. He just needs to, like, get it in there. Just kind of spooked it a couple of times.
Yeah, he's just kind of... Oh, he stopped the Guardian! Oh, why did he do that? He stopped the Guardian. He could have took some damage on the Indian hero.
And Tit picks it up.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
the stomp area damage affected the Treasure Guardian, which aggroed it onto red, and then all green had to do is just stand there and laugh.
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy, yeah. I think
this is such a close matchup. It's really things like that can give one civ the advantage over the other.
Yeah, looking for all the advantages you can get early on. Oh, and this is a brilliant treasure for India.
Yeah.
Really easy to get that one. These monkeys die so quickly to area damage.
We failed to mention it was a gold start. Exactly what impact that... it slows down India a bit. I don't think it slows down Russia much at all, so that probably helped Russia. And Tit is on the trajectory. Oh, he was.
Both players left that coin on the floor. They're not interested in that just yet. But Russia now up to the next stage, going up with the Quartermaster. Villagers switching over to wood for that blockhouse. And 50 wood is picked up by Snow. Let's take a look at the treasures. We did see Tit get that nice big 85 wood treasure. He also got 60 food.
Pretty even.
Yeah, it is pretty even. And Snow is going to come across the lions here, but he's quite low HP, so he doesn't want to be going for that right now. And he just used his crack shot as well on that tiger, so that wood treasure is still going to be out on the map, but the Russian village is now coming forward, and an agri-fort placed at home that Soldier is pointing out.
5 vills on it, so that is, he wants to get up a bit quicker than normal. You don't usually put 5 on there. And he's hurting this hunt, too, because, wow, that is his...
That's pretty shit, actually.
They're both like that, to be honest. Like, they're both shit.
Yeah. Well, he's Thar Desert. And he's doing his best now to bring that in, frantically trying to bring it in. I mean...
He has a couple more from the first hunt still. He has, I think, 4 more deer.
Yeah. He should be able to get that under his agri-fort. Snow's not up yet either, remember. Well, he is just now, but it's not going to be for another couple of seconds.
He backhurted. He backhurted the one that was at his TC.
Okay. And now just going to kill a couple of these underneath. God, if Snow wants to be really BM, he could use that Explorer to backherd the hunts, because the agri-fort would attack the Explorer, and the area damage would force the hers away. And he is going to bring that under control, though, both of those. He should have heard that a bit sooner, perhaps.
Interesting. I think we have a military shipment coming from Tit. He's making Sepoy, and I think he has Sour on the way. And Snow has 10 Strelet in queue. So there's 5 Sepoy, and I think there's 4 Sour on the way. Might be wrong, but I think that's...
Here we go. 5, yeah. 5 Sepoy, and he's just like... He needs to defend all of his stuff. Cossacks coming in, though. And gonna have to pull those villages.
The 2 heroes are way out of position. He can't... Like, those 2 heroes would do well against the Strelets, but...
Yeah, they're not there then. They did pick up the wood treasure, but... Which is nice, but yeah, now we need all that HP. They're just busy healing each other. He's bringing them now. It's okay. The market is denied, but green is not able to push in just yet. So the monks can come back. They're full HP. It's all right.
It's all right.
And look, there's elephants here too.
Yeah. That's a nice wall.
Oh, look at this! Does get a good shot.
Snow's always really close to watching his cav when he's raiding, so that could have been a lot worse for sure if he... and pulling him back. This is a really interesting build for India. This is not usually what you see for this matchup. He's even got a market already. Pure Sepoy.
Yeah, getting blanket filters in, not imperial bureaucracy. Sorry, the civil servants.
Snow might be expecting sour shipment, so that's why he's got 10 musketeers here. I don't see any other reason why he would have musketeers when you see
backherding the elephants. What a cheeky bastard. But fair enough. Do everything you can. For now, though, India is okay for food, and they don't use it up too quickly. Their vills cost wood.
Yeah, he's got a herd on his left side. That I think that was the one actually in front of the aggro that he. And now they auto back herd because they're too far from their original spawn point. But that was a really good herding job that he did to get them to where they are.
India's looking all right. 600 wood coming out, and getting that consulate down now.
They're looking okay, but I don't know if I like the composition that he's going for.
Now getting Flumen ditching in. Just trying to get market upgrades off of that wood shipment.
Like, usually the way this matchup is played is if India can hold the pressure and not get too many dead villagers or get too much idle time or anything like that, then India will, they'll be in the advantage once they get a Gurkha Zam composition, but that's not what they're doing, so I really have no idea how this is going to go.
Yeah, but he's not lost any villages, right? So, like, he's holding out just fine.
Yeah.
And now getting civil servants in, just getting those market upgrades that India has lots and lots of. These Cav taking some damage, they don't find any villagers to kill. I mean, he's not got any of those important upgrades just yet, like, how do you call it, foreign logging. And all the Ottoman villages, but the consulate is now up. Take a look at text being researched. Ottoman consulate now coming in, so it won't be long. 700 coin from Snow.
Yeah, and he got an early steel trap, so to me this is saying he's just going to really mass musket, and...
He's got a stable too.
Probably some Cossack, but mainly that he's not going to make Strelets.
And now coming back in for another raid, but the Sepoy is still here. But Snow is on top of the raids. He's not going to lose a Cossack.
The classic double market build from Tit. But he was probably assuming he was going to lose the
market
on the right side. He was... The one on the right side was under attack, and he probably assumed it was going to go down. So.
Oh, right. So he just built a second one.
Just being on top of it, knowing that he wanted to keep getting his upgrades and maybe sell some resources for a batch or something like that. So actually, not a bad move. He was just being on top of it.
Yeah. But this is starting to... Russia's just not really getting anything done. He does find a villager. And he is going to get that out. But that's the first thing he's achieved all game. The first pickup. And it's about to get countered because he's not looking at his cav here and he's going to lose one.
I think Russia doesn't really need to do all that much damage.
Coming in now.
It scales so well. Doing early damage.
Going to finish off that market. He even got the repair in. I wonder if it's worth doing because... his opponent doesn't know this, that he hasn't got another market, so he's going to siege it down anyway. If he knew there was a second one, I don't think he'd bother. So repairing it, quite nice. He's earned himself a lot of time from that repair. But looks like these 3 gardeners are going to catch... No, they're not. God, Snow is on top of things. This guy's
how sneaky this raid up top is now. He pulls away in the defensive hussar, but now Tit must have saw it and he's already heading back.
Yeah, he'll be fine. All those vills are full HP. I don't know about this.
Yeah, you can't push on Russia when you have even number of military because they'll just pop some right on your face.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And now he's looking to sort of kite back out of there. Perhaps
maybe
regrets
he
that
was busy
decision.
up here.
And now those Cossacks coming back in. Oh, that's awkward. Not a huge fan of that pushing out there. Especially with Boyars coming in just as that fight started.
Be able to kill all these Cossacks with just the 2 Hussar because the Cossack are so low HP and
so are the Hussars.
Vills, so I thought
he does handle that. Let's take a look at his upgrades. He's pretty much done. Well, he's not. He's not got Imperial Bureaucracy and only has Hunting Eagles in for the food upgrades.
I mean, man, just look at Russia's eco right now.
I guess Russia's... Oh, wow, 7 vills up. That's impressive.
It's just Russia, man.
Yeah. It doesn't look like he's managed to get... You know, he's not got foreign logging, and he's not got the 4 Ottoman villages, and that's kind of why he's behind, right? And all Russia's trying to do is... Like, that's why he's not pushing in. He's not looking to go in and deal damage. He's not looking to, like... He's just looking to stay even and take trades like this whilst his cav run around raiding villages, because... And then when Tit runs out of food, he's obviously kind of stuffed.
Yeah, just Russia. Whenever you have even trades as Russia, you just are gaining a large advantage.
And this looks like a really good fight for Russia, not an even one.
It's so funny. Like, Russia doesn't even have to do damage to win this, like, to win the game. They didn't do any damage early on, and it's just gonna outscale like crazy.
Yeah, that's
to be fair, Tit did a really odd unit composition versus Russia. When you have pure Sepoy, all you need is 2 batches of Strelet
and Snow is going to pull ahead. He's not taken a big lead just yet, though. We're still fairly even. But if he takes another victory, he'll be on match point. But not quite there yet. Nicely done.
I think maybe what happened in this game is Snow probably recognized the early 5 Sepoy shipment and more eco himself. And just had a longer game where his eco, or Russia eco, paid off because the most economical build, and tried to just have extra military to defend an early push and try to get a big advantage that way.
And having those elephants in the fight at the start would have been really, really nice too.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah.
But that is game number 3. Snow taking a slight lead now in this series. The next map will be High Plains. But Tit still has India available, whereas Snow's Russia is now disabled. So we won't have to deal with that anymore.
And what else did he use?
What else did Snow use?
Yeah. What was that again that he used? Oh, Eero.
Yeah, Eero.
One of his main sims, I wouldn't say. So that's probably good for him. What's the map now?
I think it's Fertile Crescent. Let's take a look at the map pool again. I should know this by now. High Plains, I know that.
Oh yeah, you already said that.
I did say that. I don't know why I forgot. But yeah, I just want to remind everyone that whoever wins the betting, there is a small prize. You earn a subscription, and then you can spam AoE will. And also we've got some new emotes, some AoE3 emotes.
Oh, nice. What do we have?
some muskets shooting. Pew and pow. We did have a cannon emote too, but it doesn't look very good, so we're still working on that one.
Okay. So, High Plains, I could see Tit maybe going with a port ATP build. Maybe Spain? It'd be interesting with Snow locks, because I don't think he's like a Spain. He might go port, actually.
I think Tit can play Spain, actually.
I think I've seen him play it. But Snow locking first, I'm more curious as to what he's going to do.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Snow play too much Spain. But no Spain, no gain. Ah, there it is.
Wow. Huh.
Maybe he just wants the mirror, because he knows Tit will play Spain.
Yeah, could be. That seems really against like Snow's playstyle, though. Like, what is he going to really do to raid with Spain? And then I think he's a composition type guy, and that's definitely not for Spain because they don't have those shipments.
Well, you're not thinking hard enough. Spain can raid with rods and cav and hussars and lancers. That's 3 units right there. Yeah, I know that. That's
true, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
British coming out there.
He goes raiding with some rods. They're comparable to.
What do you think of British?
One of Tit's main civs, top 3 civs probably, and classic Musk Husk type of composition where you just slam it in, which everybody knows Tit loves to do.
Are you ready?
I think it's a pretty decent choice because in a regular game, I think Brit is usually pretty good against Spain FF. And if Spain goes ATP, that slows down their FF even more. Decision if they want to fight H2. So I think it's a pretty good.
Yeah, and it often does just come down to matchups that you sort of know well and how to play.
Yeah.
I mean, we could sit here and think, what is the best possible civ to play against Spain, and we'd come up with an answer. But if you can't play that civ because it's not one of your civs, then forget it. British here are a solid pick, and British a civ that he knows.
I'm going to try to grab a snack real quick.
All right. Tit says, are you ready? It will be British versus Spain. Sir Colin saying, Tit should go Brit and win. Spanish Tits. Spain? Reading the chat. There'll be a 2-minute delay, but such is the way of things. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 5 in a best of 7 series between Snow, a.k.a. Koenig Eric, and Tit, a.k.a. Aiken. The score is 2-1 in favor of Snow. If he wins this, he goes to match point. If Tit wins this, he evens the series. So this is a big game for both. You can't let your opponent get to match points. It's really awkward to play from that position. Let's start with Tit. Here he is in the north of the map in the color red. Playing as the British here. It's a 200 wood start and has 30 food in base and 30 coin as well. Let's see what he does. Just going to quickly crack shot that and get that Explorer recharging. What's nearby? 70 coin, 30% HP. Nothing super interesting. He's now going to go over and get the coin. That's going to work out well for him.
Coin
no
start.
Big treasures super nearby. Yeah, it is a coin start. Immediately, though, Snow comes across 80 food, and that's really nice with the War Dog. Going to quickly pick this up nice and easily. But yes, Snow is playing as the Spanish in the south of the map in the color green. And off to a really nice start. That 80 food is pretty good. But nothing super nearby for Tits, but at least he's on the other side of the map from the Spanish explorer, so he's not going to encounter anything frustrating. That War Dog can give Spain a really strong Age 1, and especially as British, when you've only got one scout, you don't really want to be going anywhere near it. There is a big juicy wood treasure on the map, Soldier, but neither player nearby that at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be big for both, especially if Spain is going for ATP.
Let's take a look at that's in his deck, actually. We'll wait until... I think, actually, Spanish Shipment is on the way, so we can check his deck. ATP is available, as well as Colonial Militia, 5 and 4 villages, and Spanish Gold as well in the Fortress Age. This is quite different from, say, Hazard's Spain deck, who is another Spanish player I think we can have a lot of respect for. He never put Spanish Gold in his decks, it seems. Hazard doesn't like the card. Hazard spends a lot of time in Age 2, maybe doesn't think it's worthwhile, but here Snow does have it. We'll see how it goes. And
There's
British...
something to point out about is that there is 600 wood in there, and that's usually not a card if you are planning to have in a deck, so I think there's potential for H2 play by Spain.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it's not the typical style, but it's a possibility. 600 wood is available, and 4 villages as well. I suppose that indicates that you want sort of a strong early eco. That War Dog chasing the Explorer down, but now just going to sort of kite it back. Every time it attacks him, we'll get a shot in there. And, yeah, just going to try and get home back to his base here. But this is nice from Snow. If he's going to go ATP, which he may do, then getting as much damage on the Explorer now is pretty good, because then this British Explorer will have less room to punish Spain later whilst he's constructing trading posts. And it does look like ATP will be sent. We see a villager coming forward from Snow to get into position, and the Explorer also doing that, though it could just be herding.
That could be. He's gathering a lot of wood, and I think that pretty much... Oh, yeah, a shipment's on the way. It's ATP. ATP's coming.
All right. And Snow just going to get his crack shot in on the 210 XP treasure, and that's really nice, because he made his opponent quite low HP, so it's harder for Tit to steal this, so he knows he can crack shot it with a bit more certainty. But British now going to get out on the map. They want to build a trading post. They're not letting to let Spain... Words.
Not wanting to let Spain get all the TPs for free, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's what you meant.
Yep.
And, yeah, Snow's just going... He's protecting every TP, except the one that was taken.
Yeah. That's the one perhaps he was least likely to go to. All the others were closer. Maybe, but either way, that's...
based on the Explorer position when they were fighting.
Yep. But maybe that's exactly why Tit went there, because he knew that his opponent would think that's the least likely one. Does get it up, that's really nice, and is going to start with the barracks here and herding the hunts onto his outpost. Will that go up? Sometimes the bison can... Yes, it does.
So, Snow invested almost 500 wood in TPs. That's quite a bit of gathering time. And he still doesn't even have the wood to build the racks right here. So, even Tit skipped the market to get the barracks up that much faster. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Tit is going for like a really early and continuous mass of units to try to force Spain to stay Age 2, or to just try to, by the time Spain gets to Age 3, take down all the TPs. And there's the 700 wood and a racks from Spain.
Barracks does go down, but not before he's built all these trading posts and probably gotten stagecoach in queue as well. So very late barracks. But I
don't think stagecoach is in queue.
Okay, well, either way, it tits units out quickly, but it's not going to matter that this barracks is too late because 5 musks isn't going to do too much damage. Though these vills are quite hunting far away. And he is going to get a shots in, but I don't think he'll pick one up. Changes target, so certainly no, but a bit of awkward stoppage there. I think he is going to kill a villager.
One.
That's pretty good for Tit. 700 food in from Snow.
600 wood for probably a second Rex from Tit, maybe.
We'll see what he does. More mana's
Tit's
coming
getting
down.
a lot of value out of these musketeers. A lot of value.
Yeah, lots
2
of
villagers
vital time.
and a lot of vital time.
But now
And
Snow
if he
does
can-
have units on the board. And a couple of musks
But
have gone
if
down.
Tit-
But 5 more from Tit.
Yeah, if they can get into the battle together, get in there.
Yeah. And Snow is
700
going
wood's
to get
really
away.
gonna help. Really help Snow get those musketeers in queue and out. He's popped though, because he used the wood for a second Rex.
And a market, which has not been finished being built yet. But now coming forwards with the musks. He sees the outpost, though, and that's...
Look at the military eco pop.
Eco-pop. British is insanely high. 5 settlers, though. That's going to even it up. And remember, there is stagecoach here for Snow. It's worth 4 villagers each, so it's probably quite even. Having said that,
okay,
though,
it just
there's the
came in, it
stagecoach.
Yep.
So now it's quite even. But Red has one, too. But British, massing a lot of musks here. On 5 villages from Tit. So now back to being super far ahead. And going to add in a stable. Starting to go musk huss. But, you know, standing on top of this trade route is Green will see exactly all of this stuff.
He saw that red military, but he's still going to go and try to get some idle time of his own.
Yeah, well, he knows that Red is nowhere near to defend that, so he's okay. And he's going to... No! Not quite. Greatcoat's not in, but either way, not going to kill a Vill. And those goldmine Vills
Get one here, I think.
pull just in time. Actually, no, loses one. But Red is coming in again.
6 musketeers for British. And it was a counter push.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to lose a couple of Vills there. Tit pausing the game.
Oh, what? I think that was an accidental pause, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Micro pause. I'm just kidding.
I wonder why he pressed that. Maybe he pressed F7, which is the pause button or something. And that was next to one of his hotkeys. A lot of musks.
We have some Hussar and Q from Tit. Right now,
Yeah. Hussars
it's
in queue.
pretty even in eco.
Let's take a look at units lost. Snow lost 4 villagers thus far, and Green's only lost 1. So, yeah, pretty even given the stagecoach, but Tit's doing a good job of killing villagers, or perhaps Snow is doing a not-so-good job of herding. There's 400 coin here.
Yeah, from the 700 gold shipment that he sent a few.
Yeah, but it's like kind of... I guess Green is nearby, and with the outpost it'll be fine. He'll gather that up.
That is nice.
Yep.
That can be a really big raid.
Hot damn, you're right. And no greatcoats. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, no greatcoats is actually huge. That's going to be a 6-ville raid, maybe.
And, God, he just
Fourth
needs to
one.
go gather next to his outpost in his barracks. But it's such a long walk, he doesn't want to go over there. Big raid. Those Hussars coming in strong. And now
He's going
sieging...
to get 6, 7, 8 villagers. That's an 8-ville raid.
He's lost 11 total. This is insane for British.
Yeah. Oh, 20 villagers for Spain. I think this might be a desperation push right here. Or
Yeah, he knows he's lost so much, he has to come in and do some lasting damage. Because he
that was
can't
such
play
a
the
good
long
raid.
game. But can he achieve that? I don't think he can. Let's switch over to military units. Red has 27 musks, and green only has 20, although 8 crossbows and a few other hand infantry mixed in.
Tit must have avoided the line of sight of the TPs and stagecoach with those Hussar to get through there and get that raid off. He had to like position them correctly because, and it's a pretty tight window on a map with he's controlled by green and stagecoach. So
it's like a Super Mario game where you have to like wait for the boulders to roll by and then like sneak through just to sneak through undetected. Amazing.
Pikeman.
Yeah, 7 rods and 8 pikes. He's just sending them because that's the crap that Spain has.
Yeah.
I feel like Spain should get a rod for free with every bloody shipment. They'd probably be quite good if that were the case.
Realize that this went down, but
British? It did go down. But that, I suppose he was kind of hard to defend it. He's now aging.
Yeah, he's aging.
Going up with the Adventurer for 7 longbows.
Hunt is starting to run out for British, so... Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't see this up here, but it is going to be contested and cause a lot of pain.
Yeah, Snow going to get some damage in. Maybe he can get a counter raid. This is nice. This is what he needs. But
one musket that's really good. And I don't think Tit... Okay, finally Tit sees this. He's going to lose 4 vills, though, before this is caught.
Yeah, where's he going? Oh, he's just leading those. Those are going off in the other direction.
Yeah, it actually saved the villager, at least. Nope, it goes down.
But is it worth it? He killed, what, 4 villagers? Okay, I suppose that's pretty good, but he's going to lose all these musk.
Really?
Looks like he's going to lose all of them.
Sees that there's no threat incoming, so yeah, I'll kill them. But at this point, here's another raid. Classic Snow.
Yeah, this is classic Snow. But Tit's in a really good spot now. Aged before Spain. Good lord.
And he's going to queue Vet Musk immediately. He's got the resources for it.
Yeah,
and
there it is.
Or did he... Is that? Yeah. Okay.
Veteran muskets.
Oh, the 7 longbow are going to catch these, but they're going to all die, so that's a bad trade.
Yeah, but he's got some husk behind this to catch the snare. And with the longbow supporting, that's not too bad. Maybe a cool Minutemen or something as well. Yeah, there they are.
That's such a bad value. He could have killed all those muskets with just a longbow if he microed properly.
Yeah, well, he didn't. But okay. But meanwhile...
this is a good push here.
This is, yeah. Now Veteran Musk is in and Tit wants to fight.
Yep. He's snaring with the husk.
And 2 Falks behind this. So strong.
You need to catch him as much as you can.
I don't think Snow is not feeling good, I reckon.
Oh, see the good split. Okay. Now we're playing. Now Snow's playing Tit's game where you just move your military where Tit is not, and it's gonna actually get a lot done. And what these muskets do, combined with the other ones down the way. Oh, but a good angle from Tit. He's gonna cut off and get at least 1 Falk Valley.
Yeah, maybe split a couple of musks off this way and have them go into melee combat.
Yeah. It is retreating all his villagers off his only hunt right now. He has 3 villagers on hunt. Okay, in the back of the TC.
And looks like Snow.
Everybody's focused on right now is trying to catch
another raid. He's just trying to get away whilst he's got other smaller parties just all over the map. Snow gonna clean up those hussar, and they'll be fine against the longbows.
Oh my goodness.
Has he stopped? Don't stop there. That's no good.
Oh god.
You're gonna lose
There's so much going on though.
He's gonna try and use to get the last amount of damage before they go on that. Gets a little bit on the hussar cannon. It's not a hussar.
Look at what is happening here. What the hell is going on?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
He's gonna catch it, and that's big. That's a big catch.
But he's got, yeah, that is a big catch. And Tit has a lot more musks on there to help fight this.
These are
one raiding party down.
Wow, this is just both of these players play so all over the map. I was trying to age right now, but
that ain't gonna.
On his TC.
He doesn't know he's aging, but this isn't going to fly. Minutemen coming.
Minutemen are going to try to snipe the Falcon. I think they're going to get it.
Yeah, they get very close. Hit. Nice volley on those musks. TC finishes off the low HP Falc.
And we have a big reinforcing mass coming in right now.
Yeah, he can't age here. Spain's got no fast age. It's very awkward.
Look at the score.
Yeah, Tit really far ahead right now. Just all those units being caught all around the map and losing the rods and pikes as well. But and raiding all at the same time. At least though the Falcs have... The Falcs will be handled by a bunch of Vils though. Well, he's trying to get it away.
Oh, he actually... Tit, I don't know if this is a good split by Tit. I think this... I guess it's slightly in favor of Tit with the veteran Musk, but there's a lot of green units there.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's like one of the better fights that...
Is he going to age? It's so close. It's got 988 HP, but the Musks are there. He's pulling the Vils out to make the Musks get distracted. Yeah, and it's working. The Musks... some of the Musks are coming off. But 200 HP, so close to aging. It goes down and the age is cancelled.
He's 20 muskets right now, though.
And Snow resigns. Oh my goodness, the score is even again.
Tit's playing really well.
Tit hype. Sports bra mode activated. Here we go.
The two players play so all over the map. This game is usually, if you're playing against it, you feel so uneasy and like uncomfortable. But I think they both are pretty comfortable with that play style. So
yeah,
they both had pretty good catches here and there. And
oh wow,
it's just like smaller battles that happen all over the map.
Let's take a look at the villager unit count, and you can see here, that big raid, and he got a couple of vills sort of here and there as well. I think there was 4 in total before this 8 villager raid, but you can only see 2 of them because maybe they died just as this was going up or something.
Yeah.
And then there's military unit population just sort of bleeding out at the end there. We lost the pikes and rods, which didn't manage to escape. And as he was running away from those falconets sort of all around the map here, losing a lot of stuff. And then those smaller raiding batches, which just Snow had to send off. He needed Tit to go and, just leave and let him get up to the next stage. So he had to split off those smaller batches of units, but they got caught here and there by hussars and musks. Tit handled them really nicely. And as a result, he gets ahead and wins.
I thought Snow had a opportunity when he was attacking towards Tit's tower, and basically 30 villagers were just running back and forth trying to escape or get to hunt. It looked like for a little bit that Snow had a chance to come back, but Tit just pushed at the right time in the right place and kept following the units with his Falcs in limber mode, and didn't try to switch too quickly to volley mode, and ended up catching the army, or at least part of it, down at the south of Snow's TC, and that helped.
Yep. I'm just going to pop to the loo. I'll leave you in charge. I won't be a moment.
Okay. So we're at 2-2. Probably much closer than most people were thinking this series was going to be. And 5th map, Fertile Crescent. So Tit just won. First, he's already used British and Russia, so he still does have India. Snow has used and I can't remember the other game. But anyway, Snow's going to have to counterpick, and I think he's going to wait on what Tit's going to do. I think we can probably assume Tit's going to go India. Snow wants to counterpick with. And Tit is switching to Ottoman. Actually kind of surprising on a map where trading posts per route.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. But looks like, well, it's not locked yet, but Tit has switched to Ottoman.
Otto's coming out. Okay, so what does he say he's not locked? Because Tit has to pick first, right?
Yeah, he does. He didn't say locked. We can ask. Oh, there we go. I was saying, I think it's a bit of an odd choice on this map because the TP routes, there's 2 of them, but there's only 2 trade posts per route. So, and Ottoman tends to like to go on. So, you can have the opponent easily steal your second TP, and then Stagecoach isn't even worth it. And then if you try to take all the TPs, you got to Stagecoach both routes.
Yes.
Okay, Ottoman is locked from Tit. And there are 4 trading posts on this map, so maybe it's okay, but they're really far away and awkward to build.
Yeah.
France.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty classic counter pick.
It's interesting. I feel
I think
like
it's
France
mostly...
is... often France is saved for when you're picking first.
Yeah,
But,
true. But...
Snow's very good at that sort of semi-FF style, right? We're yet to see Germany or France from him, which are those very strong civs that sort of Snow is known for, that sort of semi-FF style, right?
Yeah, I think there's 2 reasons to that why this is quite often a counter pick with French is the strength of CDBs, the I guess maybe potential or the ease of massing goons with French, which seem to do pretty good against Otto.
Kaiser Klein says this is a fine map for Ottomans.
I wonder why. Maybe because there's only one. I think there's only one starting gold mine. The second one is in TC range, but it's pretty close. But
yeah, these players really take their time to green in. We spend a lot of time in the lobby.
Well, you gotta think of your civ you're gonna pick, and then what you're gonna counter pick with.
Yeah.
Civ matchup as a whole, and then once you lock in both civs, then you gotta kind of start thinking, okay, what's the game plan? What is the map like?
What deck do I go with? Have I got the right cards in my deck? But Tit is ready. And people are wondering in the chat if France is locked. Well, no, he can change France. He's not committed to a lock, but it is going to be the matchup. We're starting now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 6. Pardon me, game number 5. Game number 5! The score is 2-2 in a best-of-7 series between Tit and Snow.
It would be such a huge upset if Tit wins this series.
Yeah, well, he's done it before. He beat Turk, and Turk beat Prince, who qualified. So
I just say that. True, but I just say that because I think Snow's probably regarded as a top 5 player, if not even like top 3 or 4.
Yeah, that is interesting. And I agree with you. Snow is probably the better player. But spawning in the south of the map in the color green, we do have Snow. 200 would start there, and his Explorer going to race out to the trading post on the right-hand side to construct that there. It is the crossover trading posts, where they go through the middle of the map rather than across your own side. And Ottoman obviously also going to go for a trading post there as well. Ottoman can do that 100% of the time. And he crack shot the 50 coin treasure here, so you can grab that in just a moment. And has dropped a mosque as well, which, by the way, gives 0.7 XP, which makes it not far off a trading post in terms of value. It's about half a trading post, actually, but it is half the cost, so that is pretty good. And thought this was the wood treasure for a moment. That's not the case. Now going to grab himself 30 food. Trading post is up. Let's take a look at what else is on the map. 40 coin. Ah, here's the wood treasure, and the native scout is going to get eyes on it. Or is it? No, it's still hidden. He's not going to find that just yet, but it is on the map there. What else is nearby? Ottoman going to go for 65 coin. He does find 100 food.
I was just taking a look at the map. It looks pretty good. I think this is a problem. Mine is a little bit farther than Ottoman's second mine, but I think that's relatively close. It's on the same screen as the starting TC, so...
Okay.
It just might be an interesting aspect of how this game is played out, because that mine is the second mine, and then the third mine's not really anywhere. It's too safe, so second mine's usually a point of contention, or can be.
All right. Map seems okay then, but an interesting mine to watch out for. 50 wood for Tit. Gonna crack shot that. No one's found the wood treasure. Ah, Green's just scouted it. That's also something to watch out for. Currently going for 40 coin there. Not using a crack shot. He's just gonna have to grab that vanilla. And the betting has just now opened. Tit has 70% of the vote, 63%. We'll come back to that when it's done. People currently looking for Tit to win this. How do you feel about that, Soldier? It's 50-50 now.
I think they're maybe trying to points in that because it's expected Snow wins the game. Custom bet on Snow. I don't know. Just a theory.
Bit of an explorer fight, though. Red, the Ottoman player, does have more HP, but with the native scouts' help, France is going to be okay. And looks like Ottoman wants to get out of there. Ottoman probably wants to keep his HP high for forward villager.
Snow should really herd something.
He's down here herding.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Okay, that's good. For 1-2, because Ottoman's probably not going to take the route all the way around this little river with his slow-moving Janissaries to attack that hunt. So that's probably actually a good decision. Now he's actually going to herd the second one. Also, he's going for the second TP on...
On not the same trade route. They're on different routes. So Stagecoach is not possible here.
Yeah, it might be to just make it more difficult for Tit to Stagecoach on either route. Yep. Or maybe it's just, it's a closer one to his base, so I'll just take that one.
But either way, going for 2 trading posts, and now Ottoman is up to the next stage. Barracks has been dropped forward. And we'll see his first shipment in the Colonial Age arrive shortly. France is following up, gone with 14 villagers here. Now just getting hunting dogs with the market going down. Spent a lot of time getting a trading post to market hunting dogs, and is also going to be chopping for steel traps as well. So being quite greedy in age 1 there. Second barracks now coming down. Tit starting with 700 gold. It is a second barracks. That's interesting. How do you fund Janissaries from 2 Rexes with so little food income?
You just gather 0 gold from the map. You just use your crates. It's a pretty efficient way to do it.
He's got 7 in queue.
Yeah.
First 5 come out. So
Gold
double
does
Rex
gather
Genera.
slower.
And the Explorer is getting some siege damage in on this barracks that's come down. And bear in mind, this came down quite late. Or rather... And also, he spent, is very greedy in age 1, so could be troublesome here. Did get that hunt under the TC. Explorer goes down.
700 food.
700 food to
there's going to be a lot of Janissaries here.
Crossbows coming out to help defend. And they do pick off a gen.
CDB is tanking so much.
Yeah, and he's got great coats in. He's survived that, and 4 musketeers coming in as well. And the Jan's walking forward. Not ideal for Tit. Gonna lose all of those. A nice trade for Snow. And it looks like Snow will get away with being so greedy. And only losing absolutely no villagers. His opponent
so
he's killed 5 Janissaries, and he's only lost 2 crossbows. But Tit may well get this house. He's going to have to leave, though. 3 Hussars coming in.
Okay, so Tit has recognized the 8 Expo shipment. He was attacking that house with the intention to try to house Snow. And that's a pretty good decision. He'll probably be able to get it down, and it will house Snow, who is now.
Yeah, he's going to get that. I think 700 food and 700 gold is going to make a lot of gens. And he's only just spent that coin down, so he's going to have to put some on coin. And he's got 3 Hussars coming, which are here now too. So he did lose a few Janissaries, but he's looking strong. But France, going to juggle the villages. Get the TC shot and the Villi shots. France is okay. Those hunts are right under the TC. They're exactly where they need to be.
Right now is when the Jan push is going to slow down because he doesn't have enough gold income to continue to produce them. So maybe 600 gold is his next shipment, but right now there's a big lull in production for those 2 racks. 600 coin does drop, so that'll help.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, isn't it? Ottoman's economy is just fueled from crates.
Yeah.
It does not last forever, but currently he's doing quite well for military units here. 21 Janissaries up against 12 Musks and 6 crossbows. And those Hussars being really annoying. They actually pick up a Vill in the back there. Really nice.
And also Ottoman's coming up on a population limit with his houses, and he's not going to... I don't think he intends to gather for another house. He might just keep fighting to lose some units and stay under the population limit.
Yeah. Those Hussars going to catch the red ones. But they are kind of snared, and there's Huss nearby, so that's... Looks like they're going to go down. Didn't work out too well for Snow there. Tit does have enough pop. He's got 50, and losing some more here, so doesn't need to. Looks like he may be saving to age, question mark? With...
Yeah.
And that seems like a sensible decision. It looks like now France is sort of no longer vulnerable. He's done the damage. It's time to shift gear.
So I'm assuming 700 coins on the way for Snow because he built a stable, and you're not going to make really many Huss coin on the way. So it's going to be interesting to see if he continues with making the Huss or changes his mind and tries to age up with it.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. But this seems like a good time for Tit to go up, because he's forced the 8 crossbows and the 3 Hussars out, but it looks like Snow is going to age up.
Snow has 1 Huss queue, and he canceled it. Make it a full batch or cancel it, and he ended up canceling it, so he's going to age up himself.
Yeah, and that seems like a sensible decision.
Yeah, he's sensed correctly that the Jan mass has slowed down, and that Tit is probably aging.
His fortress senses were tingling. If we had an age 3 superhero, that would be his super ability. But,
okay. So Snow has a decent amount of food still in his base. He herded both of those hunts on the left and right pretty well. He still does have a lot of coin in that first mine. In trouble of needing to force like a push or anything.
Yeah,
and it'd be interesting to see what Tit can do from here, because he's housed right now. His eco is obviously way worse than French eco, and he's actually down a trading post too. So
yeah, well, he's got the mosque, so he's down half a trading post.
But yeah.
But Snow now up to the Fortress Age, and Tit did not manage to sneak up undetected. Both players will play it out now in the Fortress Age. 8 Janissaries coming in. I suppose Tit did get up more quickly, so it does have a slight speed advantage there. But he's not looking to send his Falconets just yet. He's got quite a lot of Janissaries.
Yeah, he's got Vet Jan coming in. Snow has a shipment. He sent it, canceled it, and sent it again. So I wonder, maybe it was just a misclick. I would assume he's probably sending Falcs because someone's going to pressure you right now. Otherwise, they basically lose the longer the game goes on.
Yeah.
So. Nice little raiding party for Snow, sitting directly on what he assumes is Tit's second hunt, but it's probably going to be his third since he's got a Vil herding up towards the right on that hunt.
Are they just the muskets and crossbows that are just not super useful? Oh no, he's got lots of muskets at home. It's just a raiding party. Falconets do come out though. And a couple of dragoons as well, going to catch those hussars. Ottoman has a lot of vet Jans, but they're not able to get anything done at the moment. They're just sitting there being strong, taking a volley. And they need support from Villager does go down here. Looks like Snow's realized that this hunt here is the one that he needs to be at. And no I think Falconets may well be on the way now for Tit.
Oh, there's a brutal storm that's hitting me right now, so I was hearing Discord. We'll see what happens.
Well, you sound all right this end, but let's hope you don't drop. That would be awkward. 2 Falconets have now come out for Tit, but it's a whole shipment late. I feel like the Jans are now only just going to be able to start working their magic. Well, the Falconets are, I suppose. Does get a nice volley there.
Yeah.
Look at the splashes into the water.
Wow, he actually rolled into the pond. That's crazy.
Yeah. And made a splash. But the longer this game goes, the better perhaps it is for Snow. So maybe he's okay just to stand here and wait.
Yeah.
He's got his 2 Falcs. Just gobbling up his coin mine now with his units nearby.
So usually Ottoman has like a shipment rate advantage because they usually have an extra TP, or because they usually get the one from the beginning. But this game, France did the same thing. They got the TP immediately and then added one in transition. So they're actually ahead in shipment progression.
Yeah. Janissary raid. But it is going to get spotted by musketeers. But this is not too bad. Well, there are a couple of skirms mixed in. Red going to try and get away. But now it looks like Snow pushing out with his army here. Going to be able to take down at least 1 barracks there, which will be frustrating. Oh no, the cannons do get set up there. No volleys just yet. Both cannons still alive. It looks like Tit's poised to... No, Okay, it's even. But the Dragoon's coming forward, and every unit focusing that cannon here. Doing a 360 and does die. And Snow is a whole Falc up. But there are some melee Jans coming in, and they're going to be able to clean that Falc up. But not before it gets a few volleys here. Falc does go down. And this is looking actually okay for Otto. Remember all these green units, the crossbows and musks, they're not upgraded.
That's true. Wow, there's a lot just died right there. But I think, it was a pretty good trade. I think he needed a better one, though. Kill both French Falcs without losing a Falc.
Oh, I see, right. In order to sort of stay in it. But now look at all this reinforcing stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to have... France has got some skirms in the back. Plenty of goons as well. A couple of hussars coming in, but they're not going to be effective here. Maybe he can just use the huss to pull the Jans out.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. He just defended the early pressure and then had an extra TP the whole game, so...
Yeah, and it's looking pretty good. And Tit resigns.
Yeah.
And Snow now on match point, but still a very even series.
Yeah. Oh, so it was like downpouring like a minute ago. Now it's not raining at all. So weird.
Typhoon.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna go into another game.
Yeah.
This time with Snow just needing 1 win to finish the series, but he will be counterpicked by Tit. I'm not sure what the next map is, but I think Snow's probably going to pick his Civ based on the assumption that Tit is going to go India.
It'll be Pampas Sierras, and India, pretty good map.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I could actually see Snow going with Brit as a lock, because I think he I think, because last tournament, the Mono Civ tournament, I think he 3-0'd King of Osmane. Osmane was India, and Snow was Brit.
Mm.
And he's actually convinced a lot of people that Brit is favored in that matchup, based on some.
I'd like to see another sort of Mono Civ Cup, but instead there are 14 contestants or something like that, and each one has a different Civ, and there's no crossover, and maybe it's a round robin.
That's interesting.
I don't know how
maybe you assign everybody a Civ based on who you think they're.
Everyone like votes for who's best with what Civ, and like whoever's best with that Civ gets that Civ. I don't know. It was just a random thought.
Zomp and Tit would be battling for India.
Yeah. What Civ would you play if you had the choice?
Be German, but I know I wouldn't be voted as even the top probably 3 German player. You'd have Kaiser and probably Rafa. Yeah,
but those guys might have to play other Civs, right?
Yeah.
Like they might be forced into playing. Wow, someone's got 7,500 points in the chat. A huge lead over second, who has 2,100. So doing pretty well on the points there. Looks like V3RCI, however it's pronounced, you will be receiving a subscription if you keep this lead. Just don't throw it all away. Just waiting for these guys to host up, and we'll get into the next game.
Yeah, they were pretty on top of it the first 3 or 4 games, but maybe they're getting a little fatigued. Oh, they're hosting now, though. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I joined in the wrong spot as well.
So Pampas, Sierra. Okay. And then if Tit can pull this off, we'll be playing on Florida. Florida's actually one of my favorite maps.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed when it was like pushed towards the end of the lower bracket rounds.
Oh, right. It's at the end of going into the tournament. It'll be at the end of the map pool every single time as well. Into the LAN. Okay. But that's all right. You're not playing, so.
Yeah, but I like to watch the map too. It's pretty. Yeah. I like the map.
Well, it's possible that we reorder the maps. That was never the plan, but
so
we're still figuring out the details. Looks like those Snow will be selecting British on Pampas Sierra.
This is the matchup I was talking about, and this matchup has actually gotten people really talking, because I think it was pretty well known that back a year or two, like, this is heavily India favored. Maybe one of the most one-sided matchups in the game, but Snow has convinced a lot of people that not only is this not favored, but that it maybe is even Brit favored. So this game is going to be able to solve a lot of maybe it'll be so non-standard that they'll just throw it out and say, oh, well, Tit was playing weird, so it doesn't count. I would say this is India favored map with the llamas that they can pick up with 2 explorers.
All right. Well, let's see how Snow plays it then. If he likes this matchup, good for him. New subscription coming in from Shamaus90. Thank you very much. Subscribing with Prime. But,
I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Snow does here. But traditionally, this is India favored, and Tit's very strong with India. So,
yeah,
equally, I think he stands a very good chance. This is a very close series. It is match point now. If Snow wins here, he takes the series 4-2. If Tit wins here, we go to 3-3 and get the final game on Florida, which could favor Tit because it's a water map. And Tit seems to quite like going water, it seems.
I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely like to see this last game played out on Florida.
Yeah, and Tit still has ports. I don't know if that's something he would want to play or how good he is with ports, but I think he's sort of Kanisi Jr., and it would be really interesting to see him play on Florida.
What was Tit's other win? What civ did he win with?
Tit has won with Russia and British.
Oh, it was British.
Yeah, against Spain.
Oh, right. Because I was going to say, Florida's a pretty good map for Brits, too. They're pretty good on water. Have a lot of upgrade cards for the warships. All right, I think we're ready to go. Just waiting for Tit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into game number 6 in a best-of-7 series between Snow and Tit. Someone asking, high score. Well, there you go. I just said so. Nice. This will be British versus India. The score is 3-2 in favor of Snow. Tit's doing quite well, and this could be a good matchup for him. I've been seeing in the chat that most people think Tit is pretty good versus British in this matchup, and this is indeed one of Tit's best civs. In fact, it is his best civ, and this is also a very good map for India. But having said that, remember that Tit...
There's 2 back mines for India here. Oops, sorry, that was accidental.
Are we rehosting?
It's up to you. This one's a forward mine. This is kind of a forward mine, and then India's got 2 back mines. There's like no back mine here for.
All right. Snow's going to take the rehost.
I don't know. What do you think? Is that?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to have. It's basically an extra mine, right?
Yeah. And both of Tits are just in great positions, which is and then when you sort of are missing a mine, kind of sucks.
Okay.
We'll take the rehost.
I don't like to rehost, but
this is an important. This is a really important series, so we're gonna be. Yeah. It's absolutely fine to rehost. BTM in the chat there. BTM was great. BTM was great. What happened to BTM, aka Big Thunder Man? I have him on Facebook. I could probably find out what happened to him. It's not really a mystery. And that guy was also called Eric. In fact, King Eric, which was awkward because Snow, his old username was Koenig Eric, which translated to King Eric. So they were both King Eric, and people kind of got confused there. But that's irrelevant. Right, let's give this a second go. Soldier, I'll leave you in charge of looking at the hunts and mines and things like that whilst I introduce the players. But it will be game number 6 in a best of 7. The score is 3-2. Tit is doing very well, and this is also a good matchup for him and a good map for him. But Snow, I think the mines and hunts are actually a lot better.
This is such a different spawn. It's so like there's a side mine for each of them, basically, a back mine. I think it's fine. It's just a really different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems okay. And then there's a mine over here too. And remember, those are really choky ones that are kind of easier to defend and stuff. Yeah, this is a much better spawn. More importantly, the hunts are the things that are even, and they've both got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and they're starting hunts as well, of course. We'll go with this. We'll roll with it. But Snow, as I was saying, here is he. He wouldn't click into this matchup. He knows that Tit would play India here. It's his best civ on a good map. So Snow, as you were saying, Soldier, actually quite likes this matchup and may have even proved to us that it could even be Brit favoured. That would be new. But we'll see how it goes. Just bear that in mind when you're betting. The bets are now open. But off to a really nice start. India's picked up 5 llamas already, and is going to grab the 6th one as well. And Snow, Britain's only gotten 1.
And he's nowhere near getting another one. That's really good. It's a good control here to get these, to guide these back. hopefully Tit can get those back without losing them.
Yeah, that's a really nice start. 6 llamas, and they're going to generate him a good amount of XP here. Really, really nice start.
Yeah.
But in the treasures, no one's really gotten anything. 40 coin, pretty wimpy starting treasure. Maybe he can get this last llama. That one's still going, and there's 90 food over here as well. But Snow is actually going to come across 2 stray llamas in a treasure, which is unlikely to get. Those pirates are really hard to kill. And there's a 90 coin treasure guided by 2 wolves. Wow, that must be one of the easier treasures, or one of the easier 90 coin treasures to get.
So we started with, I think it was a wood start because Snow made 2 houses, right?
Snow made 2 houses.
So
Yeah.
with that being said, I think Snow's going to do I thought I was going to say 16-ville age up. Oh, okay. He's going to do a 17, which in normal, in a regular wood start, it's a 17-ville. So it's a little bit earlier. He's basically going to age, I think, a ville earlier than usual.
Okay, we'll see what
He's
Tit
up.
does. He's going for 90 coin there. That's pretty nice. And Snow has now gotten the age up in queue. He's going up on 17 with the governor for 200 coin and an outpost. But that's a nice treasure from Tit. I think he's decisively had the better age one. I think there's only one good treasure left on the map now, and that is... there's 80 wood.
Yeah, okay, and it's usually in that spot. Here's 4 vills coming forward for the aggro.
Okay, gonna drop down mid-map aggro. Try and grab the map control, quickly push them out of the way, and it looks like it will be going down just here. But it is right next to a big treasure. Thankfully, though, the siege attack on the Guardians is quite low, but there's a lot of them. And 4 outlaws.
He can stun those with his monks, and then there's just basically... I don't think it's too much of a problem. I think it would actually... It's going to be a good thing for him to be able to take that pretty easily with the free Sepoy.
Right. At least it's not like it's, filled with delinquent thuggies or something, which are really, really high HP bastards to kill. But, mid-map aggro fort, and Snow now grabbing greatcoats immediately, chopping a lot of wood here. He's dropped 1 mana during transition, and is now saving for a barracks. Looks like there's a Vil coming forward. I think that's actually just to grab the food there. Start pushing that back. No, it goes sailing straight past. Actually, I'm wrong. It is...
What is that doing?
What is what doing? This Vil?
That Vil. Yeah.
Yeah, where's he going? Maybe he's going to herd these away? Just be really aggressively...
He might be walling this.
Yeah, maybe. That's
Pretty
a
sure
really...
that's-
It has to be, right? Like, he's not building a barracks.
Yeah, he's walling. Oh, man. Oh, that's smart. This Vil is trying to herd here.
Yeah. Hot damn.
Nice.
India now up to the next stage. And we'll switch over to units in queue and see what's going.
and these
Sepoy in
Guardians
queue
are gonna
immediately.
get aggroed.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be okay. Oh, and this wood treasure you were talking about, Tit is actually taking that, which is kind of bad because he could be stunning these. I don't think too much damage is going to be done to the aggro,
I guess
but...
he was hoping to come back for it later and grab these, and first wanted to pick up the wood treasure. And yeah, he's having to split one elephant off soon to go back and handle these. But yeah, look, they've retasked onto the Sepoy and they've done a lot of damage. Oh, this is really awkward. They won't just stay on the building. They've decided that they want to attack units, and that's what they're really strong against. They've got 30 ranged attack, but they're really rubbish against buildings. They've only got 10. So that's really nice by Snow, deciding that he saw the treasure there, walked his explorer past it, and the aggro from the area damage. But now has quite a few Sepoy. It looks like he has managed to reset the Guardians mostly, though. There's just the one angry outlaw. He's trying to come back in to do it again. He saw that the 3 had gone back to being idle, and he brought his explorer back, but the Sepoy that have been trained deny that. And more walls coming in from Tit.
This is really interesting the way this game's going so far. Trying to figure out what. You look at Snow's upgrades. He has steel traps and greatcoats. And India actually has the second or the first for India first, and now going with the gold upgrade.
So I'm reading a pasta meme in the chat. I spend all day working my ass off at the pasta factory, and then I'm sure you know how that would go. Good meme. Good shit.
Okay, so after 600 wood comes in the 300 export, consulate's going up. I think India's actually just going to play a rush, but a contain. And look, another Vil coming over to wall again.
This is the definition of contain. We saw this earlier in the tournament. I forget who. I think it was like Perez trying it on with the walls on Deccan. Didn't work out so well on Deccan. There's just so much food on Deccan that, well, you can wall what you like, but they don't really need to go onto the plateau for some time. And I'm not sure it's how good it is here. These walls are just wasted villager seconds and wood, and they won't be useful for quite a while. And
I think they're good, and well, it won't be a while since he has heard of this hunt, and he has one in the back still. But if the game goes long enough, they can.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's exactly my point. If the game goes long enough, then sure. But right now, they're not super useful. But I guess getting them up early, if you're going to do it, that's the only time to do it. So I suppose that's fair enough. But okay, yeah, you're right. This is for sure a contain.
Snow's about to start aging up.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is probably not standard, this matchup. Standard way to play this matchup. Because India hasn't even attacked a unit. There's not even been any dead units, right?
Units lost. Yeah, nothing. We're yet to see first blood. I mean, a couple of sepoys were attacked by Mother Nature.
They've been healed up, I believe.
Yeah, by the monks. 3 hussars coming in. And they're not spotted. I don't think they were seen.
Raid with, especially when somebody's trying to push you. So yeah, Snow is finding the walls. He's realizing all these units are taking very weird routes. He wanted to go over here, and they kept going around, and now he's like, oh, okay, there must be a wall there.
Yeah, but they are going to get a Villy kill. But Tit sees it, and he gets that lady back.
Oh, good reaction.
Saved.
And you contain on this map, though. And you're right that he still has a lot of resources, a full mine in his base.
And these husks in the back gonna take some pews and pows. But looks like the Musks killed the wall and then left to go and try and capture those hussars, and they will capture them, it looks like, not before a Vil goes down, but he's just going to rebuild the wall after it was destroyed. And 5 Musks pop, and that's going to be it. I think only one of those Huss is going to get away. It did pick up a villager, though. That was the first blood.
He's trying to get another one, but okay, got a couple hits. Oh, and Tit is aging off of 600 coins, so they're actually aging relatively. He's got, well, I think all Vils on there, so he's doing the fast age up. That could be annoying him a little bit.
Yeah, going up with a Tower of Victory for the inspiration
Tit knows
ability.
Oscar there because he lost a Vil here, and he saw that he didn't see them come around, because if they came back around, he would saw it with the aggro, so he knows they're there. Yep, and he definitely spotted it, ran away, doesn't want to take hits with his Explorer. I wonder what Tit's plan here is going to be.
Yeah, it just seems to be controlling the map, walling up. But now British is up to the Fortress Age, and Snow has quite a lead here. He's 167 points to 120, and Veteran Musketeers now just coming in. And being in the Fortress Age, we're going to see Falconets very soon to complement these muskets. There they are right now. That one Huss coming in for a raid there. It's just a one Gardener, though, so shouldn't be too threatening if those Villies go into hand combat. But just going to finish up these walls and then push out with these Falconets. But
I
Tit is
think
up.
Tit.
Does he have
I think
enough?
he has to. I was gonna say I think he has to send the siege elephants to kill those Falcons efficiently.
Yeah.
Oh, he sent Yurumi. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's gonna show them too. Wow. Huh.
Whipped. Hashtag whipped.
Oh. Oh my God! That one musketeer is gonna kill that villager. Oh wow.
Rip. Yeah, that chap's got some HP left. He's not dead. But meanwhile, the Agra fort is being demolished. Goes down there.
I don't think this is looking very good for Tit at this point.
Yeah. He's down quite a number of points, but Yurumi can work magic, but it's the... Is that another villager? No, that mosque is going to get cleaned up now. Yeah. It's the falconets. If he can handle them efficiently, then all is well and good. But that would
I wonder if Tit thought Snow was going to fight Age 2, and that's why the contain would work. Okay, siege elephants are here. This is good.
Yeah. And
if you can get a crazy Yurumi surround, there's basically only muskets in an army, so the Yurumi wreck them.
But there's a lot of muskets in that army.
Yeah, and musk
3 vills go down. And these walls are not really achieving anything now. These vills are quite easily hunting. And they've even built an outpost over there. They're completely safe. A couple of sepoy coming in.
Ooh, he's going to get 10 muskets for free before the ceasefire.
Inspiration coming in, but it's a bit soon, isn't it?
Well, did he not age up with ceasefire? Oh, he didn't. That's right.
He's got the Yurumi in combat, and the elephant's now coming in.
Both Falcons are down. Ooh,
nice.
This could be a good trade. Oh my God, so many musks are melting. There's still 3 Yurumi.
And now they're all down. And now he tries to get out of here. But he's handled it.
202.30.
And now it's just disciplined sepoy.
Yeah.
Against muskets. Although he does have musk combat in there, which is really, really good. But is that wall up? It is!
No, there's a crack.
Ah, thank goodness for Green. He can escape through the crack. I bet Tit would be kicking himself. If that wall was finished, this would be insane.
Well, it was finished, but they sieged through there and killed when they were trying to kill that bill.
God, imagine how toast Snow would be, though, if that wall was there to finish it. But the gate has allowed him to get really close, because obviously they had to go a longer route round, and that's a lot of extra damage in there. Tit's in a good spot now. It's working out okay. In the middle of the map, there's...
Oh.
we're both good at flaring.
Oh, okay. Yeah, really close fights everywhere. Oh, more reinforcing Sepoy. This is going to turn the fight, and he's actually going to win both of these fights at the same time. Yeah.
Combo.
He's going to back away. So now the contain
Minutemen doesn't want to fight those. Yeah.
In here, random muskets that were raiding on the side, they're coming into the fight now.
Just fights everywhere on this map. The inspiration actually worked out really, really well. I don't know how long inspiration lasts for, but it seemed like that was...
I think it's 15 seconds.
Okay. It felt like it came in a little bit too early, but it did definitely do some damage. And now Tit is going to repair that wall. He's probably just thinking about all the juicy extra value he could have gotten had it been fully constructed.
Yeah.
Executed.
Ooh, this is a big raid here.
Yeah.
Coming out.
No medicine.
That'll help defend that raid. But man, look at the military population right now.
Yeah, very in favor of India. This is looking, for a moment it looked very scary for India, but he got up.
Yeah. Ooh,
10 Jaegers.
Right there. That's big.
Oh, they came to this outpost.
Yeah,
here they are.
That's good because they're closer. Ooh, Tit's got a good couple splits on these muskets. Oh, they're dead. Oh, nope. He's not finishing that musket like it. But British is getting an eco advantage now.
Yeah, they really are getting ahead on economy. That's a lot of Villy kills. And with the Jaegers now out.
Yeah, Jaegers are going to be a really big problem unless he gets a surround, but it's not positioned for that right now. He might just go smash it in.
Just jam everything in there.
Still time for those walking muskets there. He's going to kill all the supporting units. The Jaegers are going to be alive.
Yeah, there's nothing to get a snare here, but yeah, he's not pleased about the escape.
No, they stopped. They surrounded the monk once they killed it. That classic bug. Looks like it was lacking quite a bit in that engagement. But I think Tit got quite a bit of damage down here. He should be happy with what happened so far.
Yeah.
And Snow's not kiting anymore. Two of them go down in that volley.
He's just chucking his villies in there. Remember, he has quite a big villager lead, so he's going to use them here to try and come out reasonably okay in this fight. A couple of Jaegers still left in here. Meanwhile, a raid in the back. Villagers are soaking quite a lot. These Jaegers just... He's not using them. He's not getting the range advantage. And this fight, honestly, it looks pretty good for India, especially with reinforcing Sepoy here. But there are some musketeers coming in. Meanwhile, raid is still going on in the back.
That's brutal. He still doesn't see it.
No.
There's going to be 10 villagers dying there.
Which is really good because he's just used 10 villagers to stabilize this fight, or more. So he kind of needs that. And he's still really ahead in economy after chucking Vils in here just to get back. But now he will have to get back. Gurkha coming in.
Oh, this is really close. Saloon
coming down for Snow. He's going to have to pray for a good unit in there. There's no food left, so that's all he can make. But the Saloon takes so long to train stuff, and it's not up yet. It's now up.
5 Sepoy coming out. Look at the military shipments by Tit.
Yeah, 8 and 7 Gurkha. Inside the Saloon, Pookie's Tavern, we've got Manchu and Black Rider.
Black Riders in queue. 5 Huss pop. This is going to be the fight right here. If 3 Black Riders can get out in time.
The Hussars get into combat. Come on. 2 of them having to go around the other side. Fighting with all the Villies now. 2 Huss come down round from the back. There are 3 Black Riders in queue.
3 Black Riders might be able to sway this fight.
Yeah,
he can get a 4th.
The Siege Elephants come in. And those Black Riders can't be halfway produced yet. They're not going to pop. The Elephants, they know what to do.
I think this is game over for British.
The Black Riders pop just in time.
Just in time. Gonna go down. There's... Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he handles it. All the Gurkha are going to go down.
But
and the villagers get back to work.
Oh, this is left, and that's massive. 9 Sepoy are so big. These crazy long, dragged out games.
I don't know if Eric can handle this, though.
I don't. Oh, the Black Riders are going down.
Yeah. Ouchie. And there's like no food on the map here. It's just gold that he's gathering. I don't think he has a production building.
There's no food on the map except right here, but...
Snow has 1 barracks. It looked like India has, all the map control. This fight here, though, maybe it's okay? No, more Sepoy coming in.
He's building another saloon. I think British has lost.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Not look good. A bunch of villagers went down on the right side. Now everything basically is in the middle. All 20 of the 25 villagers that Snow has is on coin. Villagers are back in queue, but
yeah,
they have no range. They have no range resistance, and Sepoy are just gonna beat them in there. Wow, we're going to game 7. Wow,
We're going to game 7. The score is 3-3.
this is exactly what I said before the game. This matchup is so close that people can't decide who's in favor, and then probably there's gonna be a non-standard play from Tit. He's gonna win, and then people are gonna say, "Oh, it didn't matter because he played non-standard."
Hot damn. Do you want a screen share for the last match? Just like
Yeah, we can do that.
It just seems I don't know why, but it just feels like the stakes are so high and I don't want anyone to moan at me.
Sure, that's fine.
God,
Wow.
this 3-3. And I think most people are expecting Eric to win this, and he still can. But Tit, he's going to get to play on Florida, and I think that's a good map for him. But he has now used India, but Portuguese is still an option to him.
We're gonna see game 7 on Florida.
I'm going to fire up the screen share. Let's do it.
Holy cow. Tit said sound dog be right back. Completely log off ESO then, just to eliminate any little bit of potential lag. Hello?
Hello.
I'm gonna have to give me a few minutes. I gotta make a phone call.
All right.
For myself.
Okay, so it looks like Soldier's going to disappear, but that's fine. We don't need him in the lobby because he is screen sharing. What a series. The score is 3-3. And it's going to come down to this final game. Tit selects Dutch as his civilization, and Snow going to pick British. And I think Snow is quite comfortable with British. He picked it against India in the previous matchup, and that's got to prove something. It's that he's confident in his ability to play British. It didn't work out then, but still has that confidence. And this is such a good matchup for for British, but he's saying Port.
Yes.
Yeah, I did wonder why Dutch into British is is not ideal. Just explaining to the players there. It looked like Tit picked Dutch, but he I don't know why he did that, because he finished the previous game as India. Oh, he relogged. He relogged, that makes sense. We're putting a sub add-on.
Oh, we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Interjection here. Welcome to Escape TV. Absolutely.
G'day, mates.
We're here to fill some time while the reelers move to the other stage.
Crikey.
Did you know you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime?
That's for all the Sheilas out there.
Oh, looks like we just subscribed to ourselves, and you can too.
What a beauty.
Now we can spam AoE Robo in the chat. We should be at the stage now. We'll see you in a second.
Get up.
And we figured it out. Tit restarted his computer, or more specifically his game, because of the sound bug. And that's now resolved, but it defaulted him to Dutch rather than India, which was the civ that he played earlier. And I think Snow thought that still Brit, he says. Okay.
So we are seeing Port on Florida for game 7 right here.
We are. We'll see Portuguese versus British with Kinesi Light.
Man. This is crazy. Like, Tit has the water map in game 7.
I've put it on 15 FPS, so basically that'll make the blurriness less bad, so you should be able to make out things a bit better.
Okay. I know Kanice and Tit are pretty good friends. I think they play together a lot. So for them to both potentially, if Tit wins this, they both qualify. And I'm sure that would be something that they would both really enjoy.
Yeah. Then we shall see. We shall see. And that would mean 4 Frenchies. 4 Frenchies in the LAN. And I think France solidifies its status as the best AoE3 civ.
So,
Nation, yeah.
What do you think's going to happen in this game?
I think we're going to see full Kinesi style, because Snow struggles against that. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. This is game number 7 in a best of 7. Snow versus Tit, the final game. The winner of this series, and indeed this game, will come to the LAN. What do I think's going to happen? I think Tit will go full Kinesi. I think he's been practicing. In fact, I know he's been practicing with Kinesi. I've been speaking to both Tit and Kinesi, and I was asked not to reveal that fact. But now that the final game has started, I don't think that that information can be withheld any longer, or it's not necessary to withhold it any longer. So I think we're going to see that style from Tit. Here he is in the south of the map, in the color red, playing as the Portuguese. It is Florida, lots of fish and whales. And this is a map traditionally Kinesi does well on. So let's see what Tit can do here. It's possible he doesn't go for that. By the way, I don't know if you can check the hunts and mines. They look fine.
I see that red has 2 back mines.
Yeah.
Has 2 back mines. Well, actually, red kind of has 3 back mines. 2. Yeah. I don't know what you want
to... Well, you can't really rehost for good mines. It's not like Snow has bad ones, or is it? He's got 1 back mine, maybe 2 if you count that.
I would say red has an extra back mine.
Yeah, for sure. God, I hate this responsibility.
Yeah, I know, right? You want to just pause it and ask him?
Well, I don't know, because you can't just say Tit's got 2 back mines and that's really good.
Yeah.
That gives the game away as well.
You could say an extra back mine. I don't know. There's still a lot of gold mines. Like, there's 3 that are pretty close to green's base.
Yeah.
Go to red's base? Is that one in front of the TC just the starting? Okay.
Yeah.
And there's 3 close ones to red. Okay, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, and it's not like this one is like it's quite far away. He would have to have map control to get out over there. Okay, I think we'll roll with this. But this is why at the LAN we'll have people dedicated to checking the maps, high-level players, these things. But this is the final game, and that's why we're so jittery and we're taking so much time to look at a map when usually we'd go, it's all right, because it is. But today we're taking extra looks. Anyway, we've skipped all of Age 1. I'm not really sure what happened. Snow picked up 75 wood. Tit picked up 80 wood, so very even there. Snow picked up 40 food and 60 food, so Snow, I think, had a better Age 1. And then Tit picked up 2 war dogs as well. So that's a really nice Age 1 for him.
That's good.
And Tit...
She's
gonna be going schooners. Dock already down.
Well, yeah, that's why I was curious. Is how is this game gonna go? I think historically when we see people, if we just assume this is Kanice playing or his same play style, I guess I should say. Like if you don't contest water at all, you just usually just lose because you get out eco'd. Snow's gonna try to contest the water or just stay completely land.
We shall see. This is going to be... I think this is going to be a long one. Settle down, guys, because Tit, opening with schooners, already has a dock. Fishing ship starting to stream out. But Snow, he does have his scout, and he is going to scout it. He's going to see what's up. But 2 war dogs. And the Explorer, they do find a villager building a manor. They could just start attacking it. They're not going to. They do reasonable damage. There is a negative multiplier, but that is quite far away from home. But doesn't want to attack that just yet. The important thing is, though, Snow does know about the docks.
And Tit did not build a TP. I think Kanice typically does that. Or maybe it's just off the 400 wood age up. But when you ship schooners and you want to get all your boat cards in, I think usually a TP is pretty helpful. But we see the outpost wagon heading towards the ocean.
Yeah, and the TC wagon has been found by Snow as well. Gonna snare that and delay it going up. But it will have enough HP to comfortably get where it needs to go. But the Scout and the Explorer, they find the outpost and are going to get some siege damage on it. So this outpost is going to have some damage taken, but it's necessary because Snow really needs this position. But he will end up with about a half HP outpost. It's going to be quite annoying. But the couple of War Dogs have been pulled off, and that's going to deny the siege on this TC from this Explorer here. Those War Dogs are going to be really good, and I think even going to kill the Explorer. Second dock and a third one going down with this TC on the side.
It doesn't look like Snow's contesting water, which is a bit worrisome. Does he have military buildings up?
He has got water cards in deck, and there is a barracks on the field.
I mean, you could look at Eco Pop right now even, and Tit's ahead.
Yeah. To be expected, though. That's a lot of fishing boats from 3 docks.
Yeah.
And also going to grab a trading post there as well.
Okay.
Musketeers out. They do handle the dogs. Oh, look at that.
Haha, nice. Yeah, that was a good micro.
I'm really anxious now. There's a lot on the line here. But the Tit is ramping up fishing boat production. 2 caravels coming in from Tit as well. And that outpost is still half HP. And it's with the broadsides. He's going to be able to take it out, yeah.
The caravels were not necessary, but it's nice to just kind of shore up the... Now, at this point, for Snow to get on the water, he'd probably have to rebuild a outpost and then build a dock underneath it and time 2 caravels of his own with all that. So, all's here, huh?
Here he comes. Musketeers coming in. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just thinking... I don't know if I want to even mention it, but just because... never mind. Just never mind.
Okay.
There's a lot of walls coming out here.
Yeah. Musketeers are going to find some villages, but there is a caravel on the coast. This is really nice. The caravels are going to be helpful. Looks like they can garrison the vills in there nice and safely. And it gives them the freedom to be out gathering food on the map, which is quite nice. And now the Musketeers are going to have to get back here.
Okay, so the fishing upgrade comes in for Tit.
Rendering plant.
So he's willing to just bell up his vills in the TC to avoid getting killed from the Musketeers because he has so many fishing boats out there. So Snow, I think, is just going to be staying land, and he is aging now, so it's curious to see what he's going to be aging up with. If he's trying to contest water at all, he'll go age up with a caravel, because that is a pretty good politician with the 400 wood.
Yep, and that will be the Ocean Sea Admiral. Just
So
trying to get
I
damage
assume-
done with these. What has he managed to achieve? He's killed 3 villagers. And he's sort of... I guess his opponent has been forced to send 2 caravels, or well, not forced, but has sent them. So that is, you know, it's something the red has slowed down to do that, and does kill a 5th villager there, or a 4th actually rather. So Snow it's not like he's not getting anything done. He's killing villagers, and he's going up to Fortress Age behind this. What do you think of the Fast Imperial? We've seen that strat kind of be effective against water economies.
It can be good, but I think it depends on what Tit does. If he gets, it depends on how Snow plays it. If he does the FI and if he focuses on like artillery, I think that's not usually a good idea, because when the guy that's on land goes for artillery FI, it can wall up well enough and just make like 3 to 4 culverins. It can really just stop any pressure that has to do with artillery, and then make some organ guns of his own.
Yeah, we saw that from Snow versus the man himself, Kanisi, in the previous tournament, and the Fast Imperial didn't actually end up working out too well for him. Maybe he's... Another villager goes down here, that's the 5th one.
Yeah.
And he's now up to Fortress Age, so maybe we'll see a timing now. TBR.
So what is Snow doing on water right now? He's got that boat. Has he done anything with it over there? Oh, he's fighting. I'll see that. Much use out of it. Tit think that Snow's going to fight water and makes Tit overinvest in some caravels or something like that, but I don't know that it does much.
Another villager. Yep, does get it. Snow's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. But Tit is still considerably further ahead in terms of eco, but he has no military at all. Absolutely nothing. One frigate comes in from British, and with the caravel here, combined strength is going to be able to take down Berio. Where's the other Vel? It is still alive. Another villager goes down. And Snow now has veteran musketeers in as well. Strength of his army. Land army's just gotten quite strong.
Yeah.
But no falconets just yet, because he had to send his frigate. But behind this, it looks like the 2 villagers here might be able to get down an outpost, which will solidify his sea control and these outposts.
Look at the amount of food Snow has and the amount of villagers. He had 40 villagers on food right now.
He must have 1,000 gold as his next card.
Yeah.
Gonna go for the fast industrial. 8 settlers coming out.
Oh, wow. Huh.
And he's not too far behind on eco. He's killed a lot of... He's killed... That's units in queue. Artillery Foundry coming down now on the coast for Tit. And did siege a house too.
I wonder if Snow might be going for a longbow composition with this village distribution, or is that... It could be a miss macro, but that's a lot of food.
Another villager! Tit really struggling to keep them alive. But a frigate is trained and one is shipped for Tit, and now he's pushing back on the water. It looks like Snow's frigate and caravel were handled.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Snow only invested 1 frigate on the ocean, and Tit had to make one and send one. So whatever his plans are, they are now slowed down a bit, but still not really very good for Snow, losing his water presence. Should have gotten an outpost up whilst he could, perhaps. But he does have 33 military unit population to 0 here, and he's only 10 vils behind. So this is not too bad for him, juggling vils to make sure that 8 in each. And will take down this TC here. Let's take a look at Tit's deck.
Well, he has an artillery foundry. He might have organ guns on the way.
Yeah, I think he has got them now. They're definitely... Yeah, he's got 2 organ guns. And Minutemen have just come.
With that wall and Minutemen, you can probably kill all those musketeers.
Yeah, those organ guns definitely going to be effective. But I kind of like Snow's decision, and Bastion now coming in as well. I kind of like Snow's decision to come in and try and siege down the trading post, because he saw the frigate arrive, and then because of that, he knows that Colonial Militia won't be coming, and it's a good window to go in and take down the town centre, perhaps. But the Minutemen, 1 from each town centre, those batches, and now Colonial Militia coming in just afterwards.
Wow.
And the organ guns are able to push the Musks back. And Tit is starting to get his land army up. And with Bastion, that's going to buy him so much time.
Ooh.
And those Vils, they just Matrix dodged a cannonball. Now coming in.
He needs
Falconets.
culverins.
Yeah, Falk's really good against organ guns. He
Or
does have
maybe just
culverins
pull
in
extra
queue.
organs.
2 Falks coming for
He's
British.
making a culverin is in queue. Yeah.
So, he has a foundry? Colonial Militia Minutemen coming out. And they are going to handle these Falconets.
Wow. So he doesn't even need, Tit doesn't even need the culverin that he has in queue. See, I think Tit's won this game actually. Game still, but he has complete control of water. He has an advantage. He has 2 eco upgrades on his fishing boats.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
This is insane. He's doing so well.
Water.
But Eric is now going up to the industrial age.
Okay, he finally clicked up. His eco was so imbalanced for so long that maybe is a big reason why he wasn't able to push as effectively.
And he's got another TC going down at the top here.
Fair food for like a good 3 minutes.
And he's got full map control, remember. Like, it's not like, you know, whilst his opponent's building mills and stuff like that, he has got full hunts and good upgrades as well as log flume. I'd kind of like to see amalgamation on this map as well, just because he has full control over all the mines, and also there's just extra coin on Florida anyway, so amalgamation is kind of okay. But either way, it is ahead on Vils just because of the sheer fishing boats, but I actually don't think Brit's that far behind given all of the natural resources and, you know, this mill had to be made, etc., etc., but is going to be up to the Fortress Age, Industrial Age, pardon me. Tit also going up with the Tycoon for 1,000 gold as well. Circular Saw coming in for Snow.
I think it's really underrated how fast those fishing boats... Can you click a fishing boat and see the upgrades that it has?
Long lines, rendering plant, and whale oil for 40%.
They probably gather like over 1 gold per second per boat.
Yeah, with 40%. Whale oil alone is 40% to coin gathering.
Then you have 10% on the first fish upgrade, another 20 on the second, and then the first fishing upgrade he sent as a card, that's 30%.
Yeah, it's rendering plants 30%.
70,
it's nuts.
Over 100%.
It's nuts. So it's a lot of gold per second, that's for sure. Factory does hit the board. Not sure where it is. Here it is. Factory's going to be placed really safely away from the water, away from monitor fire, in the corner of the map there. And the chat saying, holy shit, Tit is going to the LAN. Well, not yet. It's still quite an even game, right? Like, Tit is ahead on Vils, and he's looking pretty good with his walls and stuff, and he's now up to Industrial. But Eric has got his 3rd TC down. And remember, Eric has a lot of experience playing this sort of late game, because he's played quite a lot of team games, and the games do often go a lot later.
Yeah, but I think something happens somehow in the very near future, because Tit's eco is ridiculous. It is
very strong.
First factory,
second factory, yeah, first factory, and he's gonna grab a TP as well.
Eco pop.
But I'm not too concerned about that, because Snow has got 3 TCs, and he's got the economy to support production from all 3 of them. And he'll get to 99 Vils. Let's take a look at his...
That's true, but he'll never truly eco because of the whales, the whale fishing boats.
Yeah,
he's never going to catch up to that.
And British just don't have that late game eco potential. They don't have eco theory. Can be a bit awkward. But is now pushing forward with, you know, and that Culverin's trade blows, but Green did shoot first, so this Culver will go down.
We have cannons for port. This is going to be... Oh, man.
Nice shot on the longbows. He's setting up his Falcons to handle the heavies. No. But his Culverins... 4-3 Culverins. All the artillery handled.
Gosh,
But these culves are a bit out of position there, and it looks like the musks will be able to take them down.
There's 6 culverins from Tit. Wow.
Yeah, and they're all going to die. That's a lot of culverins. They're really expensive. But those heavies do take a good shot.
Yeah, and now the heavies are safe, so maybe it's not worth it resource-wise, but to keep the heavies safe and kill all of Snow's artillery is really important.
Handled. That was impressive. And he's caught up. Let's take a look at Tit's deck. It's exactly... We saw this earlier in the game. It looks exactly like a Kinesi deck. In fact, I think it is picture-perfect Kinesi's deck. But it has the late-game potential. Gunpowder infantry attack, Genitors, Dragoon combat. Nothing unusual.
When that factory drops, Snow will actually be ahead in Eco. What was it? Oh, did I see horse artillery for Tit?
You did, yeah. Just the 2, though. And 1 heavy still alive.
Oh, there's 3 horse artillery, yeah. No, that's a lot of artillery right there.
It is,
and
yeah.
And there doesn't seem to be any units in queue for culverins for Snow, so he just queued 3 up, okay.
Snow has got 3... Yeah, 3 in queue.
I think Tit has stopped making villagers.
Let's take a look at economic units. He's on 69 vills. Units in queue. He's got 6 vills.
He's doing that quite a bit this series, actually.
He has got 6 in queue. And a factory
Maybe
going
he
down there.
missed some or something.
And he's about to get ahead in eco once this factory drops.
Yeah.
There it is, 112 to 113.
112. Wow.
Let's take a look around the map and just catch up with what they've got. So back in base, 1 mill, a plantation, and chopping a lot of wood. Looks like green pushing on this side. Bastion is so frustrating to deal with. But Snow has gotten up. He's still gathering all the natural resources. He's got some hunt. He's got coin mines still. And he's got a big batch of culls there. Dragoons and hussars pushing forward.
Got caught by those cav. Oh, wow.
That's a lot of... Whoa! Hot...
Weird
Holy...
position.
Holy
Whoa.
shitballs. That's a lot of horse artillery and heavy horse guns coming in as well.
He
And
spotted the
culves. The culves. Will they be okay? They do spot the horse artillery though. But they're...
Sending in the horse artillery to try to snipe the culves.
And champion blowgunners.
Oh, there's so many culverins.
Yeah. But there's also so many horse artillery.
Oh, I think there's 1 culverin left.
Yeah, 1 culve. And there's still...
Get that one down.
Dragoon combat coming in. Culves does go down.
He has to get out of it. Oh, there's a lot of hussar now.
Yeah.
Are those guard or just veteran?
Veteran huss, but guard is coming in now, and they have cavalry, cuirass, and dragoon combat on them, which is also cav combat.
Wow, this.
But the economies are very even, but I think just those whale upgrades are gonna top it. What did he get here? The Carib settlement. It has access to hand infantry and archers. Change. You know, so the longbows are actually really strong, and there's a Seminole upgrade a bit further back as well.
Did he get that Seminole upgrade? Oh.
He hasn't got a Seminole post.
Okay. There's. Oh, that's a big volley.
Carib ambusher.
Oh man. Some rockets are on their way, but musketeers are getting blown to pieces.
Yeah. 3 rockets, though. They should be able to handle the heavy is handled. Not before one final volley.
Yeah.
Heavy is down.
So much military population of Tit has been just pure artillery for a while. He needs to add some support units in there. I'm surprised his resource count is so low with his eco. He needs to just... There's no walls for Snow. If Tit just makes a couple side stables, and he's doing it now, actually. He's raiding just 2 cav everywhere.
Yeah, being really annoying. And 2 guard hussars are nothing to frown at when your villagers, they don't have any upgrades outside of the ones you get early on. Whereas the hussars get stronger, your villagers don't. And that's going to be... But there are Minutemen being called.
They're going to take a while to take down some huss, though. There's huss, like, everywhere.
Yeah.
There's some in the main base now, but they're getting caught.
Gonna need to see some walls and perhaps some outposts as well, just to garrison inside of. Maybe even the... It's really hard to farm up in this location, just because
Yeah, it's hard to wall.
That's true as well. Cav combat coming out now for British.
Look at the military graph. We're basically the same type of situation a whole series that we've been in, where Tit's behind in military count, but just running around trying to get Snow's army in the wrong position.
Yeah. I'd like to see that Seminole upgrade as well. It has 25%
That's
all
insane.
action damages for archers. It's incredibly
the
strong.
resources. He absolutely has the resources for it.
Now getting standing army. And the
Who goes
LBs, they have Yeoman. They
Ooh,
not going to take damage from the...
while. Refrigeration is in for Tit. That helps him as well. Hard to deal with if there's only 2 horse artillery.
God, horse artillery is so fast.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's flying by.
6 speed.
If these goons are going to try to get around and maybe snipe the artillery, or maybe he's just going to the mills.
Yeah,
I think
he's just going over
base.
to the eco. Oh,
Such a good decision.
you bastard.
There's no cavalry in Snow's army, so he's got to walk his... He's going to go in for the base, actually.
But the
Brutal.
walls. But the factories. Can he get through? Are those trees passable? But meanwhile, his factory.
And the
Genitors
horse
comes in.
artillery coming with-
The horse artillery give you so much mobility. It's absurd.
Wow.
And yeah,
The
he's
whole
just...
eco.
He's going to trade
base
factories, though. They're both going to trade factories.
Yeah. Unless there's monitors. Unless Tit can get a monitor out.
No monitors. First factory down
Factory
for
is
Tit.
down. All the mills over there are idle because it's such a
Yeah.
dangerous place to put your eco. No, it's not wallable.
3 culves coming out, but... Culves, you can't fight dragoons, but they are going to take the horse artillery.
Wow, he's gonna get, look at how flying by. Might get both, or no, I think they're out of range. Wow, he just gets the one.
Meanwhile,
Factory. Wow, what a base trade. What the hell? This series is crazy.
and still idle in this TC. I bet Snow's probably heart is pounding
Yeah.
and just forgetting villagers now coming back to work.
Wow.
But that
there's like
factory-
30 villages there.
It's 26. And there is another factory, but the dragoons...
There's some red inside the main base of green too.
Yeah.
Some more raids. Needs to take care of these raids quick. Oh, and everything green threw in there is now dead to these ranged goons. 18 range. It did lose a lot
Second
of eco.
factory.
Oh, wow. Advanced Arsenal comes in, so Tit can now switch over to Cass and have really strong ranged infantry.
Yeah.
Upgrades, so he does have the resources too. I think the longer this game goes, the worse it is for Snow because he has less and less area to wall to keep his eco safe.
Yeah, I just... Like, was it such a good idea to put mills in somewhere that you cannot wall?
Oh my goodness. This game might be over. You can get 15 Huss out right now, it'd be game over. The guard Huss and cute. Yeah. Come on.
1 sec, soldier. All right.
All right, so yeah, 17 guard Hus are in queue, and I think that's going to spell the end of this game. There's already 15 on the field, it looks like. And I don't think there's any way possible that Snow can come back at this point. Test water on Kinesis style. I don't understand why people don't do that.
Yeah, it's so effective. And the Hussars now tearing through these longbows. And
yeah, we're going to see the GG in any second.
This is looking
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I think Tit may have just qualified
Yeah, I think
for the
he
LAN.
missed it. And regardless of what he's saying right now, these games are all really close and really well played. And it's a big surprise that
And
Snow is
there
just
you have
fine.
it. Snow is not going to go through. Tit actually does qualify. And I think so many people didn't think that he would be able to do that and that that Snow would be the stronger player. And I thought that too, but what a series. 4-3. And Tit, I think his practice with Kinesi has paid off. Even coming with the BM, I feel like I sucked this game. Did lose a lot of villagers early on. I think it seemed okay for Snow up until like he just tried to push and then had to leave his eco sort of unattended, perhaps, because you know, like these. I feel like the issue for Snow was there was no way to wall anything in the bayou of Florida here, and these two mills, they're just sort of out in the open. If like all of it's just these manors at the back, maybe they're in the way. Like perhaps this is where the eco needed to be.
It could have just been that the hunt ran out there and he wanted to be as efficient as possible transferring and not walking. But yeah, I think more than the placement of the eco, but that is a big come. But I think even more so is not contesting water. When you know that this guy's gonna have like 40 fishing boats by like 10 minutes and 2 upgrade cards for them, seems silly to not try to stop that. You know, and I guess people still haven't learned that you can't outscale water with a really good water player. So, but that was a really good series and really well played.
Yeah, that was really, really well played. And so many points